Good afternoon. It's 3:01. I'm Joseph Bonanno live from the 104.5 The Zone Circus Sports Studios. The Titans back on the practice field today as they prep to head on the road to Cleveland on Sunday. No Lloyd Cushenberry, Jalen Armour-Davis, or Xavier Restrepo at practice once again. The Tennessee Titans announced earlier today that Jeffrey Simmons has been selected as the team's club winner for the 2025 Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year Award. Simmons becomes the first Titans player since Kevin Carter in 2002 to 2005 to be nominated for this prestigious award for 3 consecutive years. In NFL news today, Ravens quarterback Lamar Jackson not practicing again Thursday. He was limited on Wednesday with an ankle injury, marking the 4th straight week where Jackson has missed at least one practice. Tyler Huntley would start Sunday against the Steelers if Jackson is unable to play. Also, Week 14 kicks off with Thursday Night Football tonight as the Lions host the Dallas Cowboys in Detroit. Kickoff at 7:15. You can catch Westwood One call the game right here on the Zone starting at 7. For your Foundation Repair, whatever needs you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
What up, 3HL 104.5 The Zone. Hope you're having a great Thursday. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. Zev, is snowing out there.
Is there actually?
Yeah.
They're prepping me for Cleveland.
The temperature is like 37, so you're good. But it is fun to watch it snow. It's very relaxing. I need some relaxation.
I hate the cold.
Dude, you can't control your environment. Don't let it control you.
No, not control me, just my mood.
It's the same thing.
I know.
Goofball. Babsy is on assignment. She'll actually be at the SEC championship game this weekend, working for Westwood One, correct? Or
Yes.
ESPN Radio.
I think it's ESPN Radio,
ESPN
but she
Radio.
will not be on TV. She will be on radio. I believe this is now the second year she's done a postseason radio game. Last year was the Penn State playoff game. She was in radio, so good for her.
Josh on YouTube says, no, it isn't. It's sloshing. Yeah, I mean, there's rain involved, but I see snowflakes. I just drove here. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
The Ron Slay will be in momentarily. He just landed with his 3-day stint in Bristol and did an incredible job. The ACC SEC Challenge, what did I tell y'all yesterday? ACC led 6-3 after day one. We went through the games yesterday. I said the SEC is going to even things up or take the lead. They took the lead. They won 6 out of the 7 games last night, including Vanderbilt getting the win last night against SMU. 2 undefeated teams over at Memorial Gym, and Vanderbilt playing very well, and they get the win. Tonight, you've got Thursday Night Football, Cowboys and Lions going at it in Detroit. Lions a 3-point favorite. You can catch that game 7:15 p.m. on Prime Video. Dallas has won 3 games in a row, believe it or not. The last 2 have come against Philadelphia and Kansas City. Detroit's been kind of all over the board. Their last 8 games, they've gone win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, win, loss, which means win, I would guess. 615-737-1045. 3HL is powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, SpringHillAC.com. Big Jeff is the Tennessee Titans Walter Payton Man of the Year. He was doing a kid event today, and they presented him with the trophy in a very special way. Jelly Roll did it. So Jelly Roll presented Big Jeff with the Walter Payton Man of the Year trophy. Big Jeff cried. Meant a lot to him. If you think about, I know it's easy to forget, but when he was drafted, there were all kinds of stories around him. Like, don't draft him. He's got these personal things and blah, 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 and all these things. And he told Miss Amy in the draft process, basically, I will not let you down. And, man, it's been fun watching the career trajectory of that dude. And he gets to play the Browns in Cleveland Sunday at noon. Cleveland is favored. Last time I looked, 4.5. I haven't looked in a minute, so I'll get that done here in a second. But last time I looked, 4.5. Weather forecast, it always changes up there. Y'all know that. But it's hard to get like a long range forecast, and even till Sunday, it's kind of long range when you live up there by the Great Lakes because you get that lake effect thing going. So we'll see. Yesterday, it was projected as a 34-degree high temperature with winds out of the west-northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. I am pulling it up right now. It is 24 degrees right now in Cleveland.
Ooh.
Mostly cloudy. The low tonight will be 15.
I'm glad
tomorrow,
we do not live in Cleveland.
Yeah, tomorrow, well, we all make choices, right? Tomorrow, 32 degrees is the high. Saturday, 35, low of 29. Uh-oh. There's a snowflake in the forecast. I'm going to click on it. On Sunday, high temperature 34 degrees, variable clouds with snow showers, temperatures nearly steady in the low 30s, winds west-southwest 10 to 15 miles per hour, chance of snow 50%, which is way up from yesterday, Zeph. Snow accumulation, less than an inch.
I don't need it to pile up. I just need it to come down during the game. That'd be fun to experience.
Yeah, I get it. Yes, Zeph just told me in my ear that we have the Titans injury report. Zeph, Dog, would you like to present that information?
Only two players for the Tennessee Titans that did not practice today were cornerback Jalen Armour-Davis and center Lloyd Cushenberry. Everybody else who missed yesterday with rest or was limited yesterday, of which the only person limited yesterday was Chimdike, all full go. So this might be one of the cleanest injury reports that we've seen in a while for the Titans, with only two active roster members not practicing.
Right, not including the dudes that are already out.
Yes, now that does not include the people that are already hurt.
Browns 3.5-point favorite. So some money coming in on the Titans. According to FanDuel, the Cleveland Browns are a 3.5-point favorite. The over/under is 33.5. That's not very many points. So have fun, Big Zeph Dog. Coming up today at 4:20, Greg Cosell from NFL Films and NFL Matchup. Also coming up at 5:20, Big Savagery, Ramon Foster from Ramon and Will. You can hear weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on 104.5 The Zone at Ramon Foster. Cam Ward versus Shedeur Sanders. What will be the takeaway from this matchup moving forward? Get your little crystal ball out there to see what happens. Now, I will say this. Cam Ward has an advantage. Number one, he's playing at home. Number two, he doesn't have Myles Garrett on the other side. Now, I'm not taking anything away from Big Jeff, but 15 sacks in 6 games. He had 7 pressures last week. 7. That dude will have to be dealt with the offensive line the Titans have. Advantage Shedeur on that deal. So can you make some kind of big picture summation based on what we will see on Sunday? Probably not. I know a lot of y'all will, and that's fine. You have every right. But I will offer myself some pause there and see what happens. Speaking of Myles Garrett, how many sacks will Myles Garrett have? Cover 2 set the over-under at 4.5. I think it's more fair to maybe set it at 3.5, which is still pretty outrageous when you're talking about one player and how many sacks he might get. But if I set the over-under sack total for Myles Garrett at 3.5, does he end up with 4 or more sacks or 3 or fewer sacks?
I think he's going to be around the 3 to 4 range, if I had to guess right now.
So you're saying I set it at the right spot,
yeah,
3.5.
I'm going over. I'll go 4.
I'll go over.
I'll go over at 4.
Way more likely. Which is saying a lot.
Which,
if he gets 4 or more, he sets the season sack record.
In how many weeks?
With 4 more games to go after this one.
Week 14.
615-737-1045. X in Lebanon. X, what's up, man? Happy Thursday.
How y'all doing today? Happy Thursday to y'all.
Yo, what up?
I got 2 things. Number one, what is it, 2-3 Zone with Blaine? Whatever the show is.
Cover 2.
Somebody got on, yeah, Cover 2. Somebody got on there and said something about the ACC Duke being a Cinderella story. What do they think Vandy is? A Cinderella story. So if they feel like Duke shouldn't get into this, Vandy shouldn't either, because this is a Cinderella season. When has Vandy ever been this good? Never. And then the number 2 thing about the Titans. Don't hire no coach that don't even know how to use his timeout. Now, that's out the question. And to the fans, like, it's over with, y'all. We ain't got to keep dogging the team. It made me want to flip and be an Eagles fan because I'm at the bar. Somebody say the Titans just suck this year. Well, don't you think we know that? Like, come on, y'all. Let's end the season cheerful. It's Christmas. You know, I got some tickets to watch them play on the Chiefs, and I'm gonna go even though we suck. But let's go, y'all. Y'all have a good day.
Thank you, X. See you, man. 615-737-1045. Yeah, Duke at 7-5 in the ACC championship game. If they were not there, and let's say the ACC tiebreaker was BCS ranking, or the BCS ranking, College Football Playoff Committee ranking, then it would be Miami and Virginia. We wouldn't have any of these questions hardly. There definitely wouldn't be two group of five teams that had a chance to make it, which is definitely possible. If Duke wins, two group of fives are going. Because Duke's not going. So congratulations on Duke for getting there. Congratulations to them for winning if they win. But they should have gone by college football playoff rankings, and then Miami and Virginia would play. That game would be actually interesting. And, I mean, who's to say it's not interesting anyway? But, I mean, like, we're not going to Saturday going, damn, I got to see the ACC championship game.
So their tiebreaker is their win percentage of each team's conference opponent. So essentially their strength of schedule.
Don't you think that would be a better idea? College football playoff rankings.
Yeah, because then the ACC title game would mean something.
Well, and then we wouldn't have any question. The winner of that game would go. The loser would not.
Because they would be the highest ranked
right. And then
conference champion.
So like for those that haven't studied it, basically who is it? North Texas and Tulane. The North Texas Tulane winner is going to get the group of five deal. If James Madison wins, and they're favored by 23.5 over Troy, if they win and Duke wins, James Madison will also go. So you'll have two group of fives, likely. Now, we'll see how it all plays out. Also, Vanderbilt, they want to play a 13th game. I think throwing that out there, of course, they're going to be like, no, this is for real. And look, Clark Lee told us on Tuesday, we'll play anybody, anywhere, anytime, parking lot, whatever. We'll go to Miami, whatever y'all want to do. So now they throw it out there that they want to play a 13th game. It's not feasible. Like, you can't make that happen this fast. So I get and appreciate the desire to want to do that, but there was no chance that was happening. Who were the possibilities?
I think it was Utah and Miami who they said, and both of those teams were like, I think we're good.
Yeah. So that wasn't going to happen. Diego Pavia wanted the president to get involved and make the college football playoff a 16-team playoff with an executive order. That wasn't going to happen. So I appreciate, Vanderbilt getting their name continued to be out there, but those things are not happening. If you want in, 615-737-1045. Slay Dog will be here momentarily. Davenport is on assignment, and we will be right back. Again, 615-737-1045. 3HL is powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, springhillac.com.
What's happening, y'all? MedicalHouseCalls.com is what you need to go lean into when you're trying to get back on your feet, feeling the right way you're supposed to. Yeah, that's like natural. You know how you're supposed to feel. If you're not that way, you need somebody to call on. And that's where Medical House Calls comes in. And do they come to your door? You're absolutely right to do. That's why House Calls is right there on the end of it. Primary health care, urgent care, IV therapy, doesn't matter. They feel it. And now how it works, you got to understand this. You call or text Medical House Calls. That's right, text Medical House Calls, and their teams will assess you. The number, 615-838-2375. 615-838-2375. You book your visit. And after a quick chat, medical providers will be at your door to deliver care that gets you back ASAP. I've been through it myself. We've done it on the show. IVs tailored just for you. They don't get better than this. Take all that stuff of having to leave the house, get all the kids and everything, and go to the urgent care. Not anymore. They come to you 7 days a week. It's medicalhousecalls.com.
All right, I want to tell you about Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville. I just talked to somebody that used the Dawn deal and got new doors from Pella, which was awesome. And they've loved it. And they said everything I've said about Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville is true. So there you go. Another testimony there. I've used Pella. Tons of people have used Pella. If you look on their Google reviews, 4.9 rating with a ton of different reviews, which means, they're doing a good job. Not to mention they've been in business for almost 100 years. So that is how you really know that this is a great company. Pella Windows and Doors of Nashville offering you a special deal for the month of November, the Dawn deal. 0% APR for 72 full months. So you have plenty of time to pay off your windows and doors. And then on top of it, they'll give you 50% off qualifying installations. That's the November Dawn deal. All you have to do is give them a call and ask for the Dawn deal at 615-249-1910. Or the easiest thing to do, schedule a free consultation. Check out the Dawn deal and any other offers they have going on. You can do it online easily. PellaNashville.com.
3HL 104.5 The Zone. Friday Junior, man. The weekend's almost here. Championship weekend. We got a lot of games coming up on Saturday that matter. We were talking about this yesterday from Heather Dinich. Group of 5. If Tulane beats North Texas, they're in. I think the percent chance is like 99% or whatever. If North Texas beats Tulane, they would likely be the first Group of 5 team in. I think their chances, if they win, are like 92%. Then James Madison would be the second team in, according to Heather Dinich, with a win on Friday night. Again, they're a 23.5-point favorite. If Duke wins the ACC championship game. Now, Notre Dame, in a tough spot if BYU beats Texas Tech. I don't anticipate that happening, but if BYU were to beat Texas Tech, Notre Dame could get left out. Notre Dame is the number 2 power-rated team in America, according to Todd Furman and those Vegas guys. And they say that it would be a travesty if Notre Dame was left out of this because they can win it. So if BYU beats Texas Tech, and Texas Tech already ran BYU once this year. But if BYU wins, pulls the upset, look out. If Virginia wins the ACC, they would be in the tournament because they would be a power conference champion inside the college football playoff top 20 rankings. So they would be in. Miami could get screwed. It's interesting going down to the last weekend with everything that's going on. If you want to watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Some of y'all saying that I'm a Vandy hater, which is funny to me. You probably don't listen very much because I get pushed back the other way that I'm talking too much about Vanderbilt. Firebrinker ASAP on YouTube. Brent is a grade A Vanderbilt hater. Not true. Trish from Ohio. Brent is not a Vanderbilt hater. He went to a game this season. I did. I went to, and that doesn't define it one way or the other, but I spent a lot of time talking about how great that environment was, how the vibe has changed. I grew up here. That was always a ridiculously boring experience over there. It is not that anymore. They have completely flipped the script with the stadium renovations, and they're not done. The bleachers are going out. Chairbacks are going in. But, yeah, I went on and on about how much fun we had at the Vanderbilt-Missouri game. DP5707 says, looks happy that Vandy is getting screwed over, doesn't he? Y'all, all I've been talking about is that if this playoff were the 12 best teams, included the 12 best teams Vanderbilt's in, Vanderbilt should be in. They're one of the best teams in the country. They have one of the best players in the country. They should be in. But because of the way that it's set up, they're not. I mean, it's just as simple as that. So, y'all can do what you want to do.
Real quick,
can I. 615-737-1045.
While we're on college football, a little nugget, college football nugget from Jordan Schultz, who usually covers the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
Apparently, Penn State's interim head coach, Terry Smith, has received significant interest for the UConn and Memphis head coaching jobs.
What is going on with Penn State? I was waiting to talk about that when Slay gets here. Part of me wonders, like, do they have a deal in place with somebody that's coaching in the playoff?
I don't know.
Like, how do you go through signing day without a coach?
And then if your interim ends up leaving for another job.
Yeah. Well, I mean, clearly they're not hiring that guy or they would have.
Also, apparently a quote Jordan Schultz got from Micah Parsons, big Penn State guy, apparently told reporters today, if we have any common sense, if they ever want me to come back, they better put Terry there. I'm going to be honest with you.
615-737-1045. By the way, coming up tomorrow, really cool opportunity. We will be broadcasting live from the Logo Brands warehouse sale. Okay? So if you've been, you know how incredible this thing is. Like, you literally could get most of your Christmas shopping list done. It's like sports threw up in this warehouse. It's all kinds of college gear, all kinds of NFL gear. I think they do have NHL gear. All kinds of sports gear. But we'll be broadcasting live there from 3 until 6 o'clock. Their new warehouse is in Spring Hill. So look it up, Logo Brands. I did it on Waze and it popped up. So you can get there.
Bert got the VIP tickets.
Yeah.
So he went today for the VIP.
Oh, he did?
Early today. And he went a little later in the day, so I think they opened at 9.
Guarantee you he could find East Carolina stuff.
Well, they have it on their website. So I told him that. And they also have Baltimore Ravens stuff. Bert, a big Ravens fan. So he went today and
annihilate him appropriately.
So he went today, and he actually just called me during the last break, and he was like, "Hey, I just got done with this. I was just going there to look. I ended up buying $200 worth of stuff." And he's not like he got
That's
like a
what
couple.
happens.
He said he didn't get like a couple things. Like he got a big haul, but because everything's the 50% off, he ended up getting a big chunk of stuff for Christmas and stuff.
So here's what they want me to tell you in advance of this thing. And again, we're broadcasting live. It'll be me and Slay out there. Zeph, you going to be out there?
I will be there.
All right, Zeph will be out there. The logo, Alan Kirby, is he going to be out there?
I would assume so.
The
Probably
Logo
Aggie
Brands warehouse sale kicks off this Friday and Saturday at the new Spring Hill warehouse. You can save 50% or more on officially licensed products for hundreds of teams. Drinkware, blankets, bags, tailgate gear for every fan. Doors open at 9. Get there early for the best selection. It's the best place for Christmas gifts for sports fans. All the details at logobrands.com. I think you could probably find some info at 1045thezone.com as well. 615-737-1045. You can watch the show live, YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, and Twitch.
Twitch, please.
So the Cam Ward documentary is out, right, on Tubi?
Correct. It is free to watch.
I was going to watch it tonight. Have you already watched it?
I did. I watched it before the show.
How many episodes are we talking about here?
3 episodes. They're just 23 minutes each, so it's a quick, easy watch.
Oh, hell yeah.
I said, I watched it right before the show. Just took me about an hour.
I'm down with finding out however much information I can about that guy. You know what I mean? Like, he's a really intriguing dude. So I'm anxious to see it. I know a lot of y'all are like, damn, they're 1-11. I don't want to watch some documentary on the quarterback. But I get that. I understand it. But to your point, it's not a huge investment.
No.
So you can get it done quickly.
The biggest thing you take away from the documentary, because it more confirms a lot of stuff that we know about Cam Ward, but hearing all these people that have been around him throughout his college and high school career, like talk about how he works and his work ethic and his drive and the confidence he has in himself, you can see how easy he draws people in, like how easy it is for him to draw people in and to like be a leader.
Yeah, he's one of those people, like if you're around him, you get it. I mean, 5 minutes, you get it.
I mean, you
understand what the talk is and what the feeling is and what the vibe is.
I won't spoil it, but they had a very notable NFL linebacker who was in this documentary, played at Miami.
Does his name rhyme with Cray Mewis?
Maybe. Yes, I think so. And the way that this linebacker talks about Cam Ward after just one season at Miami, I mean, you would think that this guy was a 4-year starter, led Miami to the national championship and everything. Like, this is the kind of quarterback that the Titans got, is someone who can draw in that guy with ease.
615-737-1045. You guys going to watch it? Let us know. You can do it on the YouTube chat or YouTube, Facebook Live, Twitter, Twitch.
Twitch, please.
Evan and Bank Chat is open. 3HL powered by Spring Hill Heating and Cooling, springhillac.com. A lot of y'all saying, or several of you guys are saying that it's snowing where you are. I see some Brentwood snow reports. There is rain mixed in with it. But I do love to see the snowflakes falling, man. I prefer to get I started to say 6-7 inches of snow. But if Babs is listening, she just did it. 615-737-1045. Suzanne next up on 3HL. Suzanne, happy Thursday. How are you?
Fine. How are you?
Great. Thank you.
I just wanted to call and say that I'm a big fan of your program. I'm a real big football fan, especially Vanderbilt. And I appreciate, Brent, you saying the nice things about Vanderbilt. Obviously, we've had a wonderful year.
Yeah, my thought is it's impossible not to say nice things about what's going on over there. That is a huge national sports story, what Vanderbilt's been able to do over there.
It is. It's been very exciting. But truthfully, the main reason I was calling, and I'm sorry that Dawn is not there because I saw her on TV for the first time on Saturday at the game that she was calling, and it was just so fun to see her. She's adorable and so much fun, and I just wanted to tell her how
Aw.
much I enjoyed getting to see her in person. So leave her a note and tell her that she has a big fan and thinks she's beautiful and just such a lovely person.
I love that. Thank you, Suzanne. I appreciate that.
Okay, thank you. Thank you all for all your work.
Thank you, Suzanne. Look at that. Positive comments. Suzanne is a big fan, and she is not a man named Stan. Okay, I'll stop. 615-737-1045. James in Westmoreland. James, what's up, man?
Not much, man. Long-time listener. I've been listening to y'all for 20 years. But I wanted to call. I heard Blaine and Zach. They was discussing the next coach for the Titans.
Yeah.
And just in my opinion, they was talking about, we don't want to take a coordinator or whatever, never been a head coach. And I can't help but think with Brinker in office that Mike McCarthy, might not be a bad idea. I looked up McCarthy's record. He's had 4 losing seasons, and none of them losing seasons real bad. The first one was Aaron Rodgers' first year as a starter, and then his last year at Green Bay, and then his first year at Dallas, and then his last year when Dak was hurt at Dallas.
Yeah,
go ahead. I'm sorry.
No. Won a Super Bowl at Green Bay. I think you're onto something there. Maybe like if you look at relationships, a lot of times it comes down to that. Maybe, a lot of times it doesn't. But Nagy is the offensive coordinator in Kansas City, so maybe he gets a look. I know he's not the play caller there, but and didn't have a great run in Chicago. McCarthy, Saleh, I think is a name that's involved. I don't know. Thank you, James, for the phone call. Appreciate it. Stoney threw out 100 names. You can follow him on Twitter. If you want 100 potential Titans coaches, go there. I don't know, man. My thought, and it just kind of makes sense, is to get a guy that's been there, done that, as opposed to hot young play caller that's never been a head coach, or hot young defensive coordinator that's never been a head coach. I don't know. And maybe you go that direction, maybe it works out. But these things tend to go in opposite hires. So maybe you go defensive guy who has coaching experience. I know you've got a rookie quarterback, and that is very important, that part of it, because this franchise doesn't develop if he doesn't develop. So that's going to be an important hire. So if you go defensive coordinator, you better know who that offensive guy is going to be, who that play caller is going to be, who that quarterback developer is going to be. 615-737-1045. Nathan and Gallatin. Nate, what's up, man?
Not much. I'm driving around in and out of work listening to the show, but I hear a lot of good positive talk about Cam Ward, and I feel like from the fans' point of view, they need to realize Peyton Manning had a wonderful career, but he had a really bad start. So a little time building the team around him, it'll pay off. Doesn't always start off pretty.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot to be said for it. I mean, if you think about – what up, Slade-Up? If you think about, like, the weapons that he has to work with out there, and the last game against Jacksonville, retrograde. I mean, took a step back. Now, why is that? We're going to talk with Greg Cosell at 420 about all of these things. The previous 2 games, he had taken positive steps. So is that just an example of a rookie quarterback that's going to have up and down moments? Is that an example of look at who he's throwing to out there? Look at who's blocking in front of him. Look at him hold the ball too long and make rookie mistakes. Like, all of these things kind of happened at the same time. Jacksonville confused the hell out of him, too. That was very obvious. 615-737-1045. Zach in Bellevue. Zach, what's up?
Hey, guys. I was just curious. There are certain agents that control college football. Jimmy Sexton, I know he's a UT guy, and I'm a UT guy too, so I don't mind a UT guy playing the puppeteer, playing with the puppets. But what kind of influence does he have in this? I mean, I've heard rumors about how he wouldn't let any of his clients touch Penn State. I didn't know if y'all had heard anything about that. I'll hang up and listen, guys. Love the show.
I mean, the best way I can thank you, Zach. I don't know. I saw the same stuff about Penn State. I haven't heard anything in detail about that to sit here and say yes, that's true, or yes, that's not true. The rumors were that Jimmy Sexton basically blocked all of his clients from going to Penn State. Is that true? I don't know. I will tell you this. Jimmy Sexton runs college football.
100%.
Without question. He handles most of the coaches, most of the big-name coaches. He also handles ADs, which I think is funny. So, like, whenever a guy is getting, like, his client's getting fired, he's moving a guy in. There's multiple openings. He's trying to get all of his guys jobs. And I would love to know how much money a year that dude makes.
Not to mention, like, coaches and ADs, but some current media members on maybe some College Game Day. There was some controversy with Kirk Herbstreit and Nick Saban and Lane Kiffin after this last weekend. I just saw one before we go to break, and then we'll bring Slay Dog in here.
I'm in here, yo.
Yeah, there you are. Look at you, live and in person. You're not in one of those expensive suits that John Street got you.
No, I'm in the building.
That you were in.
I'm in the building. Jump right into you. I see you had the water warm. So
I didn't know if you were ready. Because I'm going to break.
Hell.
But I did see a note in here with regard to Vanderbilt. And my point, if they actually put the top 12 teams in America into the playoffs, that Vanderbilt would be in. Todd Furman said yesterday that Vanderbilt, take this for what it's worth, though, he would have Vanderbilt a 1-point favorite against Ole Miss on a neutral site. We'll go to break. 615-737-1045.
It is almost gift giving time. Maybe you are a company, you need holiday gifts. Maybe you want, a holiday party somewhere. Achieve hero status and call my friends at A Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa, because here is the deal. Anybody in your life would love a spa day, a unique and thoughtful gift, always in style. It always fits. It's always appreciated. And you can choose your budget with a gift card. You can choose your budget, spend a little, go lavish, and choose from at least 10 different services, all under one roof at A Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa. Massages, manicures, pedicures, sunless tanning, waxing, skincare, facials. They have a hair salon there. They do makeup, all of it. You can win the holidays, and guys, they make it easy on YouTube, by the way. You can just call, click, or stop by. Gift cards available 24/7 on their website at amomentspeace.com, or call them at 615-224-0770. If you have any special questions, you can always just stop by. That's A Moment's Peace Salon and Day Spa in Cool Springs, across Interstate 65 from Galleria Mall, in the intersection of Carruthers Parkway and Bakersbridge Avenue.
3HL 104.5, the Zone Thursday edition, Friday Junior, Friday Eve, whatever you want to call it. Snowing outside.
It is, man. Winter Wonderland is upon us.
Did you have fun driving in it?
I did, y'all. And about my little trip up there, listen, East Coast, South, West, it's a huge difference. Midwest, it's a real big difference. Like, I always say we're one, and people say it, one nation, indivisible. That's a lie. We are one nation, but
divided geographically by weather.
Oh, come on, man. Come on, dog. I'm telling you, man. Look,
that should have been in the Constitution.
Hey, I promise you. Like, because you can fool people. Me going up there, when a person greets me and hits me with, hey, make sure you go get an all-wheel drive car when you go out there because it's going to snow tomorrow.
The rental car person told you that.
Yeah. I'm thinking, okay, well, everything going to be shut down. I don't know how y'all expect me to get around. Luckily, I'm staying really across the street from where I got to go.
Mm-hmm.
I
don't need you falling on your hip or something.
No, I was nervous. I was nervous about that because it was ice everywhere.
You weren't nervous about the ESPN stuff.
No.
You were nervous of walking in the snow.
I got to get to the car. Yeah. That's what I was nervous about. Y'all, I'm telling you right now, dog, when you go up there, Northeast, like these people function like that's supposed to be happening.
Well, it is. They're used to it, Slade off.
That's a problem.
Yeah.
Dude, we would have been shut down for 4 days. Kids out of school. Like, people got up. It started snowing at 9 o'clock. Stopped for about 10 minutes and kept on the rest of the day. Everybody was on the street. I'm like, where y'all going?
It wasn't affecting you anyway.
No, why y'all going to work? Y'all supposed to be in there, nestled in the bed.
Me and you love to drive in it.
Good, because ain't nobody else doing it. That's why we like to be.
That's true.
We like to be out on the streets. Like, no, man, that's wild. Shout out to all the U.S. mail carriers.
Yeah.
They need to put that in the Constitution, too.
Yeah. Shout out to the mail carrier.
Because guess what, y'all? They mailboxes ain't on the street.
Where are their mailboxes?
Up by the house. And I don't know why. So the mailbox man.
They're walking.
Dude, the mailbox man pull up in his truck.
Yeah.
Got to get out.
Yeah. There are neighborhoods like that here. Like Belmont Avenue.
Really?
Or Belmont Boulevard.
Yeah, but that's, okay, you like, all right, I got to go do this today. I got to get my steps in.
Yeah.
All of them. I'm talking about all of them, yo. The only thing about the street is the trash can. Hey, boy, it's wild, man. What if you got dogs up there?
Well, have you seen, like Buffalo every year when they start getting those lake effect snows on top of each other?
Yeah.
They actually, like, tunnel their way to the street from the front door.
Man, that is
They build a tunnel.
That ain't supposed to be. I see why they trying to get down here. That's not supposed to be life up there. Y'all need to stay away. You know what? It's horrible down here. That's what I'm going to keep telling you. It's horrible down here. You don't want to be down here. It's a bad place.
I like the growth of the city. I know
I'm cool with it, but
I know I'm in the minority, but
yeah, it's wild.
No, so we were watching the Michigan-Ohio State game and eating some food over at Neighbors, and our girl Katie, that's a bartender over there, she's from Maine.
Oh my God!
And so she moved down here. She was smart. She moved down here. So we're watching the Michigan-Ohio State game. It starts to snow and it starts to accumulate on the field. I go, "Hey, Katie, why do people live in the North?" And she goes, "They're psychos." That was her answer. They're psychopaths.
It makes so much sense.
I was like, okay.
It makes sense.
I got nothing.
Yeah.
I'll just let you ride.
I just can't believe they function like that's supposed to be happening.
I mentioned if you actually put the top 12 teams in the tournament, Vanderbilt would be in. Todd saying yesterday Vanderbilt would be a 1-point favorite over Ole Miss on a neutral field. I asked him about Miami. He said Miami by 2.5. So Clark Lee and him, I don't know what to think about this.
No.
Because my thought is, okay, me and you, we represent Vanderbilt or whatever. We have this great idea. Like, we'll play anybody, anytime, anywhere, all those things. Clark Lee said that on the show on Tuesday. He also said, I told him, I said, I know Slade wishes that he was here.
Oh, so bad.
Because he loves chatting with you. And we had talked about SEC Media Days, and I said, your number one SEC Media Days favorite moment has to be Slay on that scooter. And he goes, he's probably still on the damn thing. That's what he said.
Hey, man. Hey, Clark, come on, man. Leave me alone,
Clark Lee
man.
just giving you crap. You're not even here.
See what I'm saying, man? Come on, Clark. Leave me alone, dog. Trying to get healthy out here.
Me alone?
Yeah, see?
Pun fully intended. So if it were the top 12, do you think Vanderbilt's one of the top 12 teams in the country?
Yes, I do.
Yeah. Because we're in a situation where we're going to put, I mean, as of right now, it would be Tulane. So Tulane would play at Oregon.
Right.
Todd said if Tulane were to play at Oregon, Tulane would be a 22.5-point underdog.
Wow.
So are we trying to have the best tournament, or are we trying to placate people?
Yeah, dude, this is not what it's supposed to be.
I get the we don't want to separate completely
Right.
argument. I understand the argument, but what are you really doing? Like, you've got no chance.
No, you don't. You what you need to end up doing is you're going to have two separate playoffs then. Like, you're going to have something for the mid-major groups or people that are not in the Power Four. That's the only other way I see you can do it, because you can't come out and we go by an AP and a coaches poll for 17 weeks, however many weeks. 12 before the college football playoff rankings come out? Whatever it is. The problem is,
I don't know.
we take
11?
that and we hang on. It might be 11.
Yeah.
We hang on to that. And then when the college football playoff comes out, we disregard that. And it's like, okay, this is what matters.
Vanderbilt's biggest problem, and Clark Lee made this point, and I think it's a good one. We've talked about this too.
Mm-hmm.
Vanderbilt's biggest problem is you see that name and you disregard a lot of things because of the history of what they've been.
Yep.
And that has nothing to do with this team, right?
Yep.
But it's true. The other point that he made, and this is true, these preseason rankings come out, and Vanderbilt's way down the list.
Yeah.
So they've got
grind all the way
so
up.
much further to go
Yep.
to get into the conversation, which is pretty amazing. They had never won 9 regular season games ever
Right.
in a season. They won 10 this year.
You know what, Tudo?
It's an incredible run for them.
I'm sitting
It
here.
just is.
I'm thinking about it, and this is what I come up with. I said this 3 weeks before we even got to them being out or being in or whatever it may be. If you would have started that noise that you got right now in the past week, 4 or 5 weeks ago, I think we'd be having a different conversation. The other part is everybody believed in what you do, and you're stoic about your job, and this is what we're going to do. This is how we're going to do it. Shut up, guys. Don't say nothing. Let's just go beat them every week. Kind of came back to bite you.
Yeah.
Imagine if they had the same year, the same exact year, Diego Pavia was in the running for Heisman, and he wasn't boisterous or outspoken or talking all the time. They may still be ranked in the top 20, but 19, though. Like, he put such a big light on them, dog. Like, you got Clark Lee said it, 3 years ago now? Man, we trying to go play for a national championship.
Yeah.
And somehow, even if it sounded crazy, they should have just kept pushing that.
Aside from
Not saying that it's right how they've been done. But.
Right. Aside from that discussion, my idea is the first 4 out should play in the 2 biggest bowl games that are not included. You know what I mean?
So like a play-in?
Let Vandy go play Miami.
Yeah.
You know? If BYU beats Texas Tech and Notre Dame doesn't get in,
Yeah.
let Vandy go play Notre Dame. Let them go play the ACC champ.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yep.
Virginia wins, they're in, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I think that would be a great idea for the next 4 teams and the 2 next biggest bowl games.
I understood they had to go extreme, and they're talking about, we'll play an extra game anywhere. My whole thing is, dog, who's going to play you?
They know that's not going to happen.
But
when you throw that out there,
Even if it can, who's playing you?
the thought was Utah or Miami. But logistically, you can't make it happen this fast.
I'm ahead of you. Why am I playing? I'm going to get the nod before you anyway. Why am I going to play you? And I'm going to let you run the score up on me? It's no way. There's no way I'm going to help you out. You can sit there and throw rocks at my window all day. I'm not coming to the window.
So evidently
I'm sorry.
Miami and Utah both said no.
Yeah, they'd be a fool to say yeah.
But also, it's like, okay, it's Thursday. We're going to host a game in 2 days. Like, how are we going to do that? How are we going to staff it?
I love that, man. That's not, see.
Keep talking about us.
Yes.
That's
it.
what that is.
That's it.
That's what
I'm
that
cool
is.
with it.
By the way, speaking of Vanderbilt, Jared Curtis playing for a state championship game. Nashville Christian is winning in a dog walk.
Yeah, they've broken a record for most points scored in a single half. No, it's at halftime. It's 49-0. So running clock in the second half. Jared Curtis is
Wait. Who are they playing?
Yeah,
USJ.
What? Where's the University School of
Jackson
Journalism? Jackson.
Do they still have those?
I have no idea.
Oh, no.
I mean, they
They got one at Hillsboro.
They let people like us do these jobs.
I'm going to speak it on
You are?
on Monday morning.
Tell my Burrows hello.
Anyways, Jared Curtis at the half is 10 for 13, 144 yards, 4 touchdowns in the air, 4 rushes, 79 yards, and another touchdown on the ground.
Dude, that's so many numbers. What?
Take that dude out.
He's got 5 total touchdowns.
Let his high
in the
school career
first
be
half
over.
by himself.
By the way, before he announced his decision to flip, Diego Pavia was at his practice the day before.
Was he?
Yeah, I meant to say that on the air, but I forgot.
Oh. That's pretty cool. Well, guess what?
Diego's working, even though he's got no more time. Like he's
hey,
Vandy, man.
I'm gonna be honest, I know that man got so many competitive bones just shaking in his body, Diego Pavia. When this is over, hey Clark Lee, one of y'all, either you or Barton Simmons, I need to be up under y'all. So all this momentum we still got, we can keep. Because I'm going to keep on preaching. And we're going to keep on listening. I'm listening to Diego Pavia anytime he talk.
Well, he's going to go try to make an NFL roster. Tell him he can't do it.
I know. Listen, I absolutely know that.
Tell him he can't do it.
There's nothing like getting a jump on this bad boy either.
Guarantee you.
This, what you got going right now, 4 years from now, may not be that.
Yep.
And even if they rolling, your steam may not be that. Like you. Man,
you know what's interesting?
I wouldn't have did it.
We need to pull this cut because this out of like I got so many. You know when we do a conversation that's really interesting with someone, you get a bunch of text messages about how good that dude was or whatever.
Yeah,
I got a bunch of messages about the Clark Lee thing. One of the things he said that lit up the chat.
Oh, I've got it.
Vandy fan, non-Vandy fan. You've got it?
We can play it next, yeah.
We'll play it when we come back. I mean, it lit everybody up.
Yeah.
It's not about me being from here. It was an interesting path he went down.
Really?
And basically, it's like, Vandy, you better keep coming. Like, financially, with NIL and all this stuff. That's the way I took it. I'll play it for you. I want to get your take on that. Yeah. We'll do that next, 3HL.
medicalhousecalls.com. You don't have to wait for doctors to get back with you. You don't have to sit there and get on the phone at, 6:59 a.m. to try and get a hold of your doctor to get an appointment if you're sick or if somebody in your family is sick, because Medical House Calls will help you out. It's healthcare designed for your life, and they come straight to you. Medical providers, after you book your visit, will be at your door to deliver you care that gets you back as soon as possible. With these cold weather changes, we know all the viruses are going around, and Medical House Calls is available Monday through Sunday, 7 a.m. to 8 p.m. with same-day appointments available and next-day guaranteed. How about that for any working families out there that know how hard it is to get to an actual doctor? Transparent pricing, upfront, not confusing at all. It's Medical House Calls. 615-838-2375. And also, guess what? They do active recovery, IVs, immunity, IV therapy, whatever you need it for. Maybe you're fighting the flu. Maybe you just are feeling tired, or you've had persistent illness. They can do mobile IV therapy too, and at-home urgent care. It's medicalhousecalls.com, healthcare designed for your life. Here's your phone number, 615-838-2375.
Good afternoon. It's 4:03. I'm Joe Spinano live from the 104.5 The Zone Circus Sports Studios. Titans back on the practice field as they continue to prep to head on the road to Cleveland on Sunday. No Lloyd Cushenberry or Jalen Armour-Davis at practice today with the Titans, according to the injury report. Also, the team announced that Jeffrey Simmons has been selected as the club winner for the 2025 Walter Payton NFL Man of the Year, and he becomes the first Titans player since Kevin Carter to be nominated for 3 consecutive years. Taking a look at the Tennessee State Championship games for high school football, Nashville Christian leads USJ 49-0 at halftime of the Blue Cross Bowl in D2A. Jared Curtis is 10 of 13 for 144 yards, 4 touchdowns, 4 rushes for 79 yards, and a score. Week 14 kicks off with Thursday Night Football as the Lions host the Cowboys in Detroit. Kickoff is at 7:15. You can catch Wes with one call of the game right here on The Zone starting at 7. For your foundation repair, waterproofing needs, you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone Thursday edition. Hope you're having a great day. Brent Doherty with you on a beautiful day in the Music City. I heard Ken Weaver say north of 40, snow and freezing precipitation. I think it's well south of 40. We're getting reports out of Brentwood that it's snowing there.
It's getting down.
It is definitely snowing in downtown Nashville.
It's getting down, people.
615-737-1045. You want in? Babs on assignment. Slay Dog is here.
I'm in the building. Zephyr just quick on the draw back there.
Thought I'd be dead. Put the gun to his
Quick
head.
on the
This is what he
draw.
said.
Quick on the draw, Zephyr. Hey, y'all, I was just about to ask you, who did the hump day?
Me.
Hey, did you record it, Zephyr?
No, I didn't. But
Okay, I'm gonna go back and
Dawn faked it out like she was going to do it. And then she
I
didn't.
paused and looked at her, and she
Yeah.
looked at me like, I'm not doing that. And she goes, it's hump day. And I go, hump day?
Brent's kind of got it down.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Nobody can do it like you.
You're right there on it, though.
615-737-1045 if you want in. Lots going on. Greg Cosell will join us at 4:20. We'll get his thoughts on Shedeur Sanders, what the tape shows there. Also, Myles Garrett, man. Keep saying it, 15 sacks in 6 games.
This man is a wrecking ball.
Over under 3.5 sacks against the Titans. You go over?
Way over.
Which means he'll break the single season record.
Absolutely.
12 games in, or 13 games in.
So you still got some games to go. Who has the sack record? Lawrence Taylor?
I think it's... Didn't...
TJ Watt.
TJ Watt said it a few...
He sure
And
did.
Michael Strahan.
He sure did. Yep.
They're tied.
Straight. That's what I was going to say.
Strahan got the gimme from Brett Favre, though.
Yeah. Lay down. Yeah, here go one. Here go one for you. Here you go, big guy. You worked hard.
For his money.
Who had it before them?
There's a guy that, I forget who it was, but before
Somebody from the Vikings?
somebody had like 24 before they counted sacks as official stats.
See, that's why we got smartphones.
Do it. I want to hear you do it.
So...
Hey, Google.
Oh, okay. I was about to tell you, but okay.
Hang on.
Who had the sack
Just say,
record
hey, Zeph.
before?
You don't need to hate Google.
This is funnier.
J.J. Watt. Nope. T.J. Watt.
Yep.
And Michael Strahan.
Yeah, there was one before. Who was it? Who was it, Zeph?
It was Jared Allen and Mark Gastineau.
Yeah,
Mark
yeah.
Gastineau.
And Justin Houston in 2014. They were all tied
I was
with
going to say, how all of them have it?
sacks.
Okay.
Because they're all tied.
The official single sack record before Michael Strahan set in 2001 was 22 and a half. Okay.
Yeah, I thought there
That
was
was-
somebody
that was
in like
Strahan.
the 80s that had
They
that
said
had
he had
24 or something.
So the unofficial leaders, so 1978,
There you go.
Al Baker had 23.
Yeah, Al Baker. Sack maker.
Richard Hendricks is my new Google, he said.
Richard Hendricks,
Yeah.
the basketball star.
Mark Gastineau. Yeah, he got a good game last night, too.
I can probably tell you that Myles Garrett is going to break both the official and unofficial record.
Yeah, I would guess. Today is Throat Punch Thursday, too, if you want in on that. You got a throat punch there, Zeph?
Oh, I got to think about this.
Okay.
I think I got one. Did I
You
write
do?
one? I think I wrote it down, too. Hold on. Because I've been known to write my throat punches down now.
I know. You're always very well prepared with the throat punch. Now, you've been.
Oh, yes.
What?
Oh, yeah, I got one.
A throw punch?
Sorry, I had to get in front of you, Slay.
All right, here's my throw punch. This happened 2 weeks ago, though.
Okay.
But
You've been sitting on this one.
I've been sitting on this one,
Yeah.
y'all. This one right here goes to Kenzel Kelly.
Kenzel Kelly.
Yep, you know who that is?
I do not.
Well, he plays for LSU. He is the son of Brian Kelly.
Oh, yeah.
When he ran out of the tunnel
That's right.
on senior day, he raised up his jersey, and on his shirt it was written, free my boy BK. That's dumb.
Is that what you call Pops, your boy?
Yeah, like, first of all, that's dumb. Second of all, your dad isn't locked up, and he has a severance check of $54 million. Like, what are we talking about, dog? So, like that, my throw punch goes to him because that was just as foolish as it could get, man.
Free my boy is good.
Come on,
though.
like
you
that
can
is
just
good.
randomly walk around and say it, and I don't know who you're talking
Man,
about.
free my boy BK. Like, what? Come on, dog.
Burger King?
Yeah, exactly. Free the king. Like, no, stop it, man. So
That King scares me, though.
the king, his head,
Yeah.
a big old head.
Yeah,
He's always
because-
smiling too.
I know, but it doesn't move.
No, I don't.
Like, he doesn't show any other emotion.
I
He just,
only got one.
it's like an owl that can, move its head all the way around its shoulders.
Happy
but,
all he said.
yeah.
You don't know.
Clowns are scary. Twins are scary.
Shout out
Oh,
to Becky.
I have a throw punch.
Shout out to Becky.
This one's easy. It's Penn State for whatever the hell they're doing with their coaching search.
Yeah.
No, I know what they're doing, y'all. I figured it out.
I think I did too.
What?
What is your thought?
Mine is they waiting on a big splash after these bowl games.
Okay.
Taylor DeBoer?
They're gonna hire one of these big
That's exactly
coaches.
what Brent was.
I mean,
I'll
that's
put it
the
in
only
the
thing that
chat.
makes sense, dog.
I know. I was trying to think who goes through signing day without a coach.
No, you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't do that. Like, it's so unfair. Even the coach that you bring in, if it's not a huge name who's going to steal all the players from after the bowl game, like, what are we doing? You're giving that man a free year. You might as well you might as well have this ought to be the first time Power 4 has an internship for coaches. You can just try a coach every 2 weeks.
Penn State finished with the number 150 ranked recruiting class.
Come on now.
They had 2 signees.
Where did they sign at? That's what I want to
A hell
know.
of a party.
Man, like, man, what?
Bring those 2 guys to campus.
Dude, come on, dog.
They finished behind schools like South Dakota State, McNeese, West Georgia, that I didn't even know existed.
That's all right right there.
Bab said everybody in her school that couldn't get into Georgia went to West Georgia.
So, okay.
MTSU, Western Kentucky, Army, Navy, Harvard, Yale, all finished in front of Penn State.
Wow.
You want some
the Penn State.
breaking college news real quick?
Yeah,
Yeah, you just wanted to play that, so.
I love that sounder.
Do you know who the next head coach of James Madison University is going to be?
Yeah, Billy Napier.
Billy Napier.
Is it?
5-year deal. Billy Napier.
I'm going to say it right now, he's going to win up here.
He will. That's his level.
Yep. He's going to have a ball
What do they
up
call
here.
it? The Peter Principle?
No.
That you get hired above what your level really is?
Well, yes. Who was Peter?
I don't know.
Okay.
He paid the piper. I don't know. Slay. I really don't know where that saying came from.
Thursday.
And I might be wrong on top of it.
That makes it better.
Oh, man. It's snowing. All right. So Clark Lee was on the show Tuesday. And,
Yes.
man, if you didn't hear that conversation, I'm hearing from a lot of people that aren't even Vanderbilt fans that found that dude really interesting in that conversation, which I think that you will too. And go
always say
listen to it. Go listen to it. Where can they get it, Jeff?
Anywhere you get your podcasts or on the 104.5 The Zone YouTube page.
Yeah, and go to 1045thezone.com too. We'll figure out a way there. But he said something that made the chat go crazy. So I know a lot of people listening went crazy. And he was talking about, like, Babs had mentioned his extension. And we were like, glad you're going to be here selfishly because we love having you on and love interacting with you and all those things. But he's so put together. But anyway, check out this.
Well, I want to be clear. I think the narrative of this is home is not actually true to what I believe in. I mean, this is my career. So This is about winning. It's about establishing a winning program that sustains championship level play over time. That's always been the focus. And I believe that there's potential for that here, but there has to be continued investment and support. And again, go back to the alignment. The alignment has to be there with the vision of sustained success at a championship level. So, to say, I think all of us need to constantly challenge where we are and what we're doing. And all of us need to take time to step back and say, is this inspiring to me? Do I believe in it? Is this headed in the direction that I want for it to go? The trouble is, as a college football coach right now, you have to do that while you are also preparing your team to win games. And that is the focus. And so I'm really proud of the fact that as all this was kind of buzzing around, that I've got a team and a coaching staff that maintained an incredible level of focus on the task at hand to do what we needed to do. I was able to compartmentalize in my role and where I needed to, lift up and think big picture, I was able to do it. When I needed to step in and dial in, I did that too. In the end, here's my belief. The roots that we've planted here, and I'm talking about program roots, run deep. This is not something that's happened overnight, though it can be treated that way on the surface level. This has been 5 years of blood and guts, investment, foundation, and we're really proud of that. I think in a lot of ways, all these programs that are looking for coaches want what we have. And so I am not going to be fast to walk away from that. I do not think that is overrated in terms of the investment that we put into this, the foundation we've laid in place. And then it becomes a question of, are we pointed in a direction? Is there a clear trajectory here to continue to elevate the program? And that's where conversations between me and the chancellor and Candace become so critical to this shared vision for what the future looks like. And I can tell you, I came away from those totally inspired around what they believe in and what they believe is possible. And my job is to keep pushing, keep pushing the limits, keep pushing into that void between where we are and where we want to be. But I'm also very proud and energized by the fact that I've got leaders ahead of me that are with me stride for stride. And so why Vanderbilt? Because this is a place that we've created exactly how we wanted to do it. We've got the roots in place. We've got the foundation in place. The challenge moving forward is going to be sustaining. And again, how are we going to replace very important pieces that we'll be moving on after this season? How do we find a way to elevate the product on the field, to keep it energized in our stadium? But those are the fun parts. When I know I have alignment and support from very top positions of leadership at the university and within our department, it is so exciting to think about what we can accomplish. It will be hard, but it will certainly be fun.
That right there.
How about that?
Is all I was asking. That's all I was asking. 2 weeks ago, I asked, are they ready to commit to when you walk in your country clubs or you walk in the barbershops, wherever you go, you sit down early Saturday or Sunday morning after church, when you go have your nice lunch or your dinner, when you sit down with the people and the powers that be, are you committed year after year after year, even on misses, to keep pouring in? And my whole point was, in the SEC, I can answer those questions about Tennessee, about Alabama, about Auburn, about Georgia, about LSU, about Florida. Like
A&M.
the people, A&M, Texas, like the teams that you Arkansas when they feel like it. Like you can do, these are the answers that you got to answer. If you committed to it, absolutely you can build something. And you can do it in a small quantity over there too, and get a lot more quality just because you are building from the ground up in a sense. So salute to, if that's what it is and everybody pulling that way, come on with it. Come on with it, especially on the down years too,
I love what he started with. This isn't about me being home. He goes, I want to address that narrative. He's like, this is my career. This is about winning.
I like that. He able to separate it.
Also, for him to put that out there, it's kind of a message, public message. Hey, Vandy, better keep it coming.
Yeah. See, yeah.
Somebody pointed out he just signed a 6-year deal. Have you seen the coaching carousel?
Right.
All these dudes have had contracts.
Mm-hmm. They don't care nothing about that.
College football coaches contracts don't mean anything.
It's good to know that's out there, y'all. Now you got to go deliver. Yeah, after we know that's the floor, that's what we got on the surface. Like he said, this has been going on for 5 years. We can't see the roots of the program. We can't see it. But we can see on the surface, and we know now what to expect. So when that 5-star, like a Jared Curtis is out there, you got to go get him. Let's go. And I don't want to hear no excuses. You want me to be at top level? Man, I like that.
He mentioned
I like that.
He mentioned a lot of people during that conversation, one of which is a guy named Barton Simmons, who I know a lot of y'all know who that is, and a lot of y'all don't. But he used to be in the cover recruiting business in 24/7 Sports. I've done high school football games on television with him.
Yeah.
He's come from like that media angle. He's the general manager at Vanderbilt. Doesn't get enough credit.
Yep.
Clark Lee tries to make it a point to point him out.
Yep.
Barton Simmons is very important. He's vital to what they've got going on. And you talk alignment; those two are aligned.
Yeah.
That is for sure.
They got to deliver, boy.
Yep. Greg Cosell, NFL Films, NFL matchup next, 3HL. Imagine if your Wi-Fi was a lot smarter. You'd be smarter. Picture your TV, your phone, your laptop, even you guys that have the fancy fridges, working together to make life easier. Well, Xfinity makes that dream a reality. Devices so in sync that they are basically telepathic. Really smart Wi-Fi that knows when your device needs a boost. The best equipment to stream 4 games at once with multi-view. And Xfinity Mobile that gives you Wi-Fi where you need it and 5G everywhere else. That's the magic of Xfinity. It's seamlessly in tune with you. Xfinity. Imagine that. Learn more at Xfinity.com. That's Xfinity.com.
Aura Frames. Write it down, put it in your phone, spell it right, AURA Frames. It is the answer to every single holiday gifting moment. Never struggle again to find the perfect holiday gift, especially for family members that maybe don't live close. Maybe you have kids, you have dogs, maybe you're doing house renovations. You want to make sure that your family members that don't live close can keep up with it all and see everything. Well, that is exactly what Aura Frames can give you, the perfect gift. It's a frame. You download free photos and video, unlimited. You can even preload it before you send it to whoever you're gifting it to. And then, boom, that person sets it up and immediately by the second has pictures and videos from your family or whatever you're doing. And you can personalize your gift too. Add a message before it arrives. So don't wait. Win the holidays. Be the best gift giver of the family with Aura Frames. For a limited time, you can save on this perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com. That's AURA frames.com. You get $35 off Aura's best-selling Carver mat frames, named #1 by Wirecutter, by the way. And you can use my promo code DAWN at checkout to get that. That's DAWN at checkout, exclusive to you guys, listeners of 3HL 104.5 The Zone. That's Aura, AURA frames.com, promo code DAWN, DAWN. Terms and conditions apply.
3HL 104.5 The Zone, a little Pearl Jam. Zeph Dog, rocking out. I told Zeph the other day, we were at a Moment's Peace, and Zeph had that whole 90s grunge rock vibe going.
Yeah.
Like, he would have been great in the 90s.
He loves the 90s.
He had like the 3 layers, and the last layer was like a flannel shirt. He does this all the time with a hoodie on and a knit
I know
cap.
exactly what you're talking about.
Mm-hmm. You'd have been great in the 90s, Zeph.
That's Zeph's the word all right, though. It is.
Greg Cosell joins us now, as he does every Thursday. Greg, were you great in the 90s?
Gee, I can't even remember the 90s. That was a long time ago. Hey, but I do want to say before we start, hey, Slay, man, I saw you the last 2 nights. You were awesome.
Man, appreciate it, Cosell, man.
How about that?
Just trying to get up there and work like you.
I was watching the Duke Florida game. You know, I got home, put on the game. It was probably first half.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm watching the game, and all of a sudden halftime comes on, and there's freaking Slay. And I'm like, man, I know that guy. You were awesome.
Appreciate it,
I mean, he had Seth Greenberg put a headband on. That's how much of an impact Slay had.
I know. That was great. That was great. Hey, they even put up your numbers for your SEC Player of the Year.
Show some highlights.
Great stuff.
Pulled out some footage and everything, Cosell. I thought NFL Films were the only people that can find stuff like that. I see.
That's right. That's right. That was awesome. That was awesome.
Your performance against Syracuse, which definitely would have helped the other night.
And so needed it. Sure needed it.
Cosell. Greg Cosell with us.
Hope you get to do more of that.
Man, me too, Cosell. I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Cosell with NFL Films, NFL Matchup on the ESPN properties. Cosell, something that was not great, the Titans' performance against the Jaguars. And we won't spend a whole lot of time there, but I know a lot of people love to jump in on Cam Ward with us doing what we do. We hear, the good, the bad, all those things.
Sure.
The previous 2 weeks, he had played maybe his 2 best games. This game was not that. In a big picture sense, what went wrong for the Titans offense and for Cam Ward in that game?
One thing that I think you have to remember is his development is not going to be linear in the sense that every week is not necessarily going to be better and better. He's not on a very good team. He's got, issues that he's got to work through as an individual quarterback. So, I think that this was a week where, quite frankly, I thought he struggled a bit at times with his understanding of progressions. I thought there were times in this game where he was a little hurried and unfocused in terms of his processing, left some throws on the field. He did not have a particularly good game. Now, again, I thought, as I said, I thought the inconsistencies in his play, which have shown up at differing times throughout the season, they showed up throughout this game. So he didn't really have progression clarity. His ball placement was at times not as precise as it needs to be. So again, this was not a good game. Everybody I'm sure is hoping that every game's really good and he gets better and better and better. But like I said, it's not going to be a straight line progression because there's so many factors, including his own play.
Mm-hmm. Cosell, let me ask you about the kind of compare these two. I'm looking at 24 completions. If you see that, you automatically think, man, this had to be 220-yard game. But were the routes and things being ran not deep enough, or was this just Cam saying, okay, we're working on getting the ball out quick, boom, let me get it on out and let my playmakers make something happen with it?
No, it's a combination of many things. There were times where the routes were certainly normal routes, intermediate level routes, and like I said, his processing was at times not clean and precise, so he didn't have that progression clarity. Where throws that he should have turned loose, Slay that he left on the field. And other times there were short balls thrown, which you're trying to do that to some degree and he's still a young quarterback. Yeah. Obviously, where you're trying to do that just to get him some completions. But, he missed some things in this game. Now, I'm not saying he would have thrown for 350, obviously not. But there were some things that were on him for sure.
Right.
In the O-line, I mean, he's stuck behind a poor O-line. The tackles have not been good enough. They expected them to be. Obviously, they signed Dan Moore to a big contract. Latham has, he has way too many bad snaps in every game, which is really disappointing to me because I thought watching him come out of college that he'd be a very good pro, and maybe he still will be. But right now he has too many bad reps. So it's it's there are a number of factors, but some of them for sure are on Cam. And you have look, me well enough, guys, now to know I call it based on the tape. We're not it's not a popularity contest. We're not singing Kumbaya. This is what the tape says.
Yeah.
Did you see anything in a positive way that jumped out to you?
Well, he didn't have 60 bad snaps, Brent. So I don't.
No, I meant
that.
as a football team. Like DK had the long return again.
I think their defense has played really well. I mean, when I finished watching their defense, here's what I typed. The Titans defense was the more dominant and physical unit versus the Jaguars offense. They shut down the run game with Etienne and Tootin combining for 20 for 45. The Jaguars were only 3 for 13 on third down. They gained only 272 yards of total offense. They punted 7 times. I think this defense has played really, really well. And obviously it doesn't show up in wins for reasons we just discussed to some extent. But, I think the defense has played really well.
So, Cosell, with the defense playing like that, what overall, looking at the secondary, how have they been playing with so many moving parts, different guys in and out? We just banking on that rush to get home and kind of speed things up. How have they been faring back there?
I think, I try to look at this too a little bit long-term, Slay.
Yeah,
because,
okay.
Obviously they're going to have maybe the first pick in the draft. Mm-hmm. Maybe they'll look to trade it if somebody wants a quarterback. Mm-hmm. But they're going to try to acquire bodies. So I look at what I've seen so far on tape, and here's what I think. And whether the coaching staff and the front office agrees with me, they may or may not. I think they probably feel like Gray has probably turned out to be a piece that you can build on, that he doesn't need to be replaced.
Yeah.
I think Winston has shown enough where you probably feel like he can be an important part of what you're doing. We know what Jeffrey Simmons is. He's just a man. I mean, the guy's unbelievably great. And to play at his level on a team that's not very good is just absolutely remarkable. They're going to need help at corner for sure. That's something that's a position they've got to address, and they've got to get better at that position. They signed Amani Hooker, so he's probably going to be there, and I think he's solid. So the corner position, to answer your question, is really the position that they're going to need to really address and deal with. It's hard in this league to play with corners that you just don't feel comfortable with.
Yeah.
Greg Cosell with us at Greg Cosell on X. Greg, obviously the matchup in Cleveland against the Browns, Shedeur Sanders and Cam Ward, a lot of talk about those guys pre-draft. Obviously, They had a little rivalry there, or whatever, for lack of a better word. Now they play each other this weekend. What have you seen from Shedeur Sanders at the quarterback position?
Yeah, Shedeur had a game where, and again, he's played less experience than Cam. So what I'm about to say is not going to be a referendum on his entire career. And, people take it that way when you talk about a guy. I'm just telling you what the tape says. I have no idea what he'll do this week or next year. But in this given game against the 49ers, obviously we're dealing with a situation where he did not see things particularly well himself. The same issue that Cam has had throughout the season, which Cam clearly needs to work on, Sanders has as well. And that means they're still playing at a college speed. They need to get back in the pocket. They need to set their feet. They need to be ready to deliver the football. It allows you to see it more clearly, get a better picture. You can process quicker, because in this game this past week, Shedeur struggled with his processing from the pocket. The result being that he left way too many throws on the field that were there. I mean, Jerry Jeudy would have had 150, 170 receiving yards if he, and I'm not even talking about the one that everybody saw where he overthrew him. Yeah. That was kind of a second reaction thing. I'm just talking about throws within the structure and timing of the offense. And the other thing which I noticed in college, and this can be coached, is he has to keep both hands on the ball when he moves. He did that in college, and in the NFL, you cannot move in and out of the pocket with just one hand on the ball.
Yeah.
Greg Cosell with us on 3HL. All right, Myles Garrett, 15 sacks in his last 6 games.
He's pretty good, by the way.
He's pretty good. Is that what the tape shows, that he's pretty good?
Yeah, he's pretty good. So, just think about the way I would see this is, and I'm not saying anything profound here. There's going to be plays where you're in pure pass situations or long yardage situations. I mean, that's just the way the games go. We know that. So I'm curious to see what the Titans do, because you cannot have if it's 3rd and 9, and they've had way too many 3rd and long plays this year. Mm-hmm. So the assumption is they'll have a lot again. You cannot block Garrett with single block him with either Moore or Latham. So what are they going to do? Because we know you don't have a pass game without protection. It's as simple as that. You do not have a pass game with no protection. So they're going to have to do something, and they're going to have to do it, pretty regularly, because this guy the guy's a freak.
I asked Jim Wyatt that question, Cosell, and he said, I don't know, try to sneak 15 offensive players on the field. Maybe you can slow him down.
It's easy to try to be funny and joke about it, because the guy is so good.
Right.
Yeah. And I think I'm not saying people don't realize this, but the thing that's amazing to me, you're dealing with a guy that's like 275, 280. It's not like he's one of these quick little edge rushers. You're dealing with a guy that's 275, 280 pounds. And he has the body movement of a 240-pound edge rusher, but the strength. The guy is so strong. He's a really, really difficult look. The 49ers this past week, and they have Trent Williams. They gave Trent Williams help. So think about that. So, that's, when you think about the fact that they gave Trent Williams, who's a surefire first ballot Hall of Famer, that they gave him help quite a bit in the game. Think about what that means for what the Titans have to do.
Yeah, and there's so many things about that guy that are impressive, one of which is that he's in year 9, and he continues to get better.
And I think back to when he came out, and I remember a lot of people saying, well, I don't think he loves football, and that was, theoretically a knock on him. It seems to me he's done okay in his NFL career.
I'm not comparing the two, but I do remember people saying that about Ant-Man in the NBA, that he didn't watch basketball. He wasn't a fan of basketball. And I'm like, well, he can play. He's pretty good.
Cosell, let me ask you this real quick. Did you have this same feeling that we getting watching Myles Garrett, watching Aaron Donald when the Rams were struggling before they got the resources around them to try to take a Super Bowl run?
Let me tell you a quick story, Slay. So there was a defensive line coach in the league at the time that I knew really well. He's not in the league anymore. He coached for years. He was really highly thought of. And we talked leading up to that draft. And they played, the team that he was the D-line coach for, played mostly a 3-4 or 5-2. And, we talked, and I said, man, Aaron Donald. He said, well, I'm not sure he really fits our system, because he's kind of a 4-3 penetrator, but, he's Aaron Donald. He could probably do anything. Yeah. And so he didn't have him rated that highly on his board. And I said, man, because I knew the guy very well. And I said, I just think he's going to be really, really good, just the way he plays. And so we talked again a couple of years later, and he said to me, you were right on that, and I was dead wrong. So, Aaron Donald is just one of those guys. Every once in a while, there's one of those guys, like, this in any sport. Yep. Everybody's great. They're professionals, but there's always just a few guys that just seem like they're different. Mm-hmm. Donald was that guy. Garrett's that guy. There's just guys that just seem like they're different.
Yeah. Yep.
I remember when he came out, people were like, he's short. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what? That was a true statement, by the way. They weren't wrong.
No, they weren't wrong.
Because he is short.
Yes, facts.
But don't dock him. I wanted to ask you this before I asked you about Garrett, but I'll go back to it. So the Browns run game, they do like to run the football. Quinshon Judkins and all those guys. What do they do in the run game? Where do they find success there?
Well, because they've struggled at the quarterback position, I think a lot of people think their O-line isn't very good, which is not. It's very far from the truth. They've actually got a very good O-line, and they run the ball well. And Judkins, you guys obviously know him from the SEC. Mm-hmm. He's been really good, maybe even a little better than I had him evaluated. I liked him, but I didn't think he'd step right in and be this guy right away. He's a really, really good back. He's physical, he's competitive, he's urgent, he's got enough quickness, particularly in confined space. Maybe not an explosive guy that's going to run 70 yards for a touchdown, but I think he's done really, really well. And their O-line is good.
We did have a question in the chat. I forget who asked it. I'm sorry. But just maybe you have an answer, maybe you don't, because we didn't talk about this. But Kevin Byard for the Bears, having a great season, second on the team in tackles. He has 6 interceptions this year. In your film evaluation, have you come across him some?
Oh yeah. I watch the Bears every week because they're a first place team right now.
Yeah.
Bayard's played very well. I mean, he's always been a savvy, smart player. The crazy thing about guys like that is when he was in Philly for that short time. You remember when they traded him to Philly?
Yep.
I'm sure you do, obviously.
Yeah. We remember.
He looked really slow and plodding in Philly, and I thought he was done.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, he just doesn't look that. I don't know what to make of that. Slay, you've played with athletes. I mean, I don't know how to how to respond to that because when he was in Philly, he just really looked like this guy's done. Had a great career because I thought for 3-4 years he was the best safety in the game when he was in Tennessee, and then he comes to Philly, and God, did he look slow. And now all of a sudden, he looks really good. And, obviously he's a very smart, savvy player, as you guys know.
Yeah. Sometimes it's feel, and sometimes like you get that second win, too, when you're going down going down the end of your career. So I did want to throw this at you before you got out of there, Coach. I know you got so much that you got to watch and things that are going to be on your radar, man, but you had to see that one-hand catch in that Commanders game, didn't you? From good old Traylon Burks, number 13 for the Washington Commanders.
Yeah. Hey, and by the way, I know you liked him. I really liked him coming out.
I remember.
Again, he got hurt all the time.
Yep.
I mean, who knows? I'm not. We're both not saying that all of a sudden he's going to become a star.
Absolutely,
But the point is, the guy was really talented coming out. I certainly don't know all the details of what happened in Tennessee, besides the fact that he was hurt.
Yeah.
So he could never really get any traction.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll be one of those guys. Now he's, we're not going to be talking about him like he's Justin Jefferson, obviously.
But
no maybe
question.
He can end up playing in the league and be a contributing player. I mean, hey, there's a guy playing right now in Atlanta, David Sills. Are you familiar with him?
He played at Louisville?
David Sills.
I could be way off on that.
No, he did not. I'm trying to remember where he played.
You say he's playing in Atlanta right now?
Sills,
yeah.
I think he's playing in Atlanta right now. David Sills, when he was 13 years old, was a quarterback and was offered a scholarship to USC. And he ended up never playing quarterback. Yeah.
I remember that.
Yes.
Yeah. It was Lane Kiffin.
Yes.
Yep.
And he ended up being a receiver, and here he is in the NFL. He's probably 30 plus years old, and he scored his first NFL touchdown a couple of weeks ago.
Wow.
And, I think he scored another one this week, maybe. I'm trying to remember. Yeah, I mean, you never know with guys. You never know. Some guys just stay with it, and then all of a sudden they show up.
I see it, too. 8 receptions, 65 yards, 2 touchdowns. Yep. David Sills, West Virginia.
West Virginia. Okay.
That's West Virginia. That's right. Yeah.
Mountain Mama.
But he was a quarterback, and he was offered at age 13. Brent was right. It was USC by Lane Kiffin, and Brent's right.
I remember that.
That's crazy.
Well, I do know this. Traylon Burks had more touchdowns last weekend than any Titans player. So there's that.
We got time.
Oh, now you're being sarcastic. Come on.
Not me. Not me, Cosell.
Get him, Cosell.
Oh, man. Greg Cosell, you can catch him on the NFL Matchup Show on the ESPN properties. They're doing a phenomenal job breaking down the games that you're going to be watching this weekend. NFL Films as well. Greg Cosell. Thank you, Greg. Appreciate you,
Cosell.
Appreciate it, guys. All right. Hope to see more of you, Slade.
My man, you know it.
All right.
There he goes. Greg Cosell had a mean jumper back in the day.
Yeah.
We hear.
Cosell, see, that's what people don't understand. Like, Cosell talking about football all the time. Man, I love basketball.
That's definitely true. 3HL, more next. 615-737-1045. I want to tell you about my friends at Brentwood Jewelry, man. Christmas coming up. We are 3 weeks from today, I think, right? 3 weeks from today until Christmas. That's it, Slay Dog. Go see our friends, me, Slay, everybody here. At Brentwood Jewelry, 7012 Church Street in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. Exceptional style, exceptional deals every day for more than 50 years. They are open Christmas hours for Brentwood Jewelry, Monday through Friday, 9 to 7, Saturday, 9 to 5, Sunday, 1 to 5 through Christmas. So you can get your Christmas list taken care of there. For more than 50 years, Brentwood Jewelry has been proudly serving the Brentwood community. with exceptional style and exceptional deals every day. As a family-owned and operated business spanning 3 generations, they are deeply rooted within this community. From Salem's service in the Special Forces to his son serving as local firefighters, the Imamali family is dedicated to giving back. In a time that is imperative to support local, shop Brentwood Jewelry. Maybe you're thinking about popping the question this holiday season. Let them help you take the stress out of selecting the perfect engagement ring. They can help you find a beautiful ring in your ideal budget, he said. Browse their incredible selection of one-of-a-kind rings or talk with their custom-design specialists to create a stunning ring as remarkable as your loved one. 7012 Church Street, located in the heart of Brentwood, just off Franklin Road. Exceptional style, exceptional deals every day for more than 50 years. Visit BrentwoodJewelry.com.
Hey, listen, if you want to sing praises for somebody, how about Trajan Wealth? With these chilly winter temps setting in, be sure not to leave your wealth management goals out in the cold. It's one thing to save for retirement. It is completely another to feel ready for it. And Trajan Wealth, I've just met with them, talked to them. We've talked about building a real plan for retirement with less guesswork, more peace of mind. They explain everything. They give you options, and they don't ever try to sell you something that you don't need. Couldn't be happier with them so far in this process. And if you want a clear path forward, go ahead and call Trajan Wealth today. 615-270-5000 is the phone number. If you want to learn more about them, TrajanWealth.com. That's TRAJAN Wealth.com. Give them a call and let them be your partner in your financial wealth journey. That's TrajanWealth.com. Services through Trajan Wealth LLC, SEC registered investment advisor, client paid advertisement. Additional disclosures at TrajanWealth.com.
Smashville hockey. Around here, it can sound like a language of its own. But hey, if you can pronounce Demumbrian, then names like Yossi, Shea, and Marchessault will roll right off the tongue. Nashville Predators, only in Smashville.
One of the largest sports books east of the Mississippi, Circa Sports Kentucky, is now open. Catch all your favorite games on an 80-foot screen with stadium-style seating and live VSiN broadcast daily. Circa Sports, now open at the Mint Gaming Hall, Kentucky Downs.
My dad and I used to golf together all the time, but when he hurt his back, it was over.
To have your son want to spend time with you is amazing. That's why my chronic back pain has been so heartbreaking. Surgery, fused bones, long recovery. No way, not for me. A friend recommended stem cells, so I gave Kellum Stem Cell Institute a call.
I'm glad you're out on the course.
Yeah, it's really good.
Call the Kellum Stem Cell Institute today. Swing still looks just okay though.
Selling your home can be stressful, but it doesn't have to be. Get a guaranteed offer from Mark Spain Real Estate. There are no showings, no open houses, no stress. Work with the #1 real estate team in the U.S. and close with confidence. Go to markspain.com today.
HL 104.5 The Zone. Man, it's nasty out there. Nasty.
Zeph going to make everybody like, I don't know if you're going to go to sleep or feel sad because of the weather. What is it, Zephyr?
I don't know.
I mean, of all the Alicia Keys songs, I'm not dogging the song.
No, this that jam.
It is, but like in the moment with the dark and the rain and snow and sleet and traffic and
like everybody lay down.
I'm going to put some people to sleep in their cars.
Yeah, like that shouldn't be the goal, huh?
Good night. See you tomorrow.
Oh, we got a whole hour left, though.
Yeah, hell yeah, we do. We got a lot to get to. I made a comment yesterday, and I knew you would agree with me.
What?
But when you started looking at point spreads, the ACC took a 6-3 lead after day one.
Mm-hmm.
And I said yesterday that the SEC would surpass them. They did. They won 6 out of 7.
Yep.
What was your big takeaway from the ACC-SEC challenge?
My biggest takeaway is the amount of money put in to the ACC. Tired of being – last year hurt them. That was a big, big slap in the face. When you talk about the ACC and it standing on the foundation of tradition and basketball, like with Duke and North Carolina there, NC State just made a Final Four run not too long ago. Virginia just won it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got teams there that are supposed to compete. So you beat 14-2. That was a slap in the face. So they came back. They got some new coaches. They added some more funds to those teams, and it shows. So the parity was there, but I think it was in the first place. I mean, in the first day, you got to give a little charity, man. You got to make them feel good about themselves so they'll come back so they can then get the whooping. Because they wouldn't have came back if we would have whooped them the first day. It would have been like, oh, not this again.
I was talking to a couple yesterday, and we had the Arkansas-Louisville game on the television where we were, and they were from Kentucky. And they said, well, we're big Kentucky fans, so we don't like either one of these teams. And I'm like, yeah, but you want Louisville to get smashed, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, no, not really. Calipari's on Arkansas's bench. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, but they can't, man. They got to go.
I was
L's
surprised
down.
by that answer.
Man, me too.
Yeah.
With Kenny Payne over there. Like, but I did think going into that matchup, that was going to be the one to kind of set the tone. And I was nervous going in there because I wasn't sure how Arkansas's bigs would play. I knew the guards would go back and forth. They'll, maybe cancel each other out.
Had a huge lead. Almost gave it up, though.
Yeah. But they came to play. Like, they've been right there. The contest with Duke, the contest with Michigan State. Like, they've been right there, not being able to get over the hump. But they got over the hump against Louisville. Good team,
they were concerned about their own team. And I have lots of friends that are Kentucky fans that are concerned about Kentucky. Somebody called in yesterday, and I said, we'll save this question for Slay. And I said point guard
my
is
question.
Oh, point guard is kind of an issue. What's going on with Kentucky? How concerned should Kentucky fans be? They're 5-3.
I think one thing you start to see when you get a nucleus of guys and a new crop, it's hard to bring them together.
Takes a minute.
Yeah, and what you see in practice doesn't always translate immediately to the floor when the lights come on.
That's what Rick Barnes has been complaining about.
That's right. So, and remember when Mark Pope was damn near brought the tears, what was it, a week ago, 2 weeks ago? And it was like, man, what's wrong with Mark Pope having this breakdown? And he's almost saying the same thing Rick Barnes is saying, like, this is not the team that I see go out there and practice daily, man. Like, why can't they get that on the floor when it's time to tip off? So, one, I think with Kentucky, though, that the problem that Tennessee doesn't have is that point guard spot. They got to get Jalen Lowe back. And I don't think he's the fix-it guy, but he is a guy that can get people in spots. He can run an offense and be able to be the guy called on to distribute the ball instead of guys like Otega Oweh handling the ball who doesn't need to handle it. Colin Chandler needs to be on the wing. Aberdeen needs to be on the wing. Like, all of these, you asking all these scorers to separate their scoring game and be the facilitator, and it don't work like that. Now, not when you've been doing that all your life. You know what I'm saying? So
5 o'clock hour coming up. We'll go to the phones. We do not have a guest in the 5 o'clock hour, so if you want in, we will get to you. Oh, yeah, we do. We have Ramon Foster.
Come on, Savage.
I forgot it was Thursday. Just like that. Savage at 5:20. But next segment, we will go to the phones. If you're on hold, stay there. We'll get to you. 3HL 1045 The Zone.
Want to tell you about Zero Rest because maybe you are like me and you need your carpets cleaned. And guess what? They can do it for you, and they've got pretty simple pricing going on right now. $45 a room. That's it. No more trying to figure out these bundled room offers and, 50% off if you add this. Nope, $45 a room for 1 room, 5 rooms, 10 rooms. That's it. Call them for complete details, but the thing I love about Zero Res is, you guys know I have a ton of dogs. I have kids, and I worry about chemicals. Guess what? Zero Res doesn't use them. Insanely clean carpets. They use this special formulated ZR water, which is no soap, no residue, and no harsh chemicals, so you know it's safe for your entire family, and it's insanely clean. Go ahead and schedule your visit. 615-535-9376. Tell them Dawn sent you, and you can book online easily, ZeroResNashville.com. That's Zero Res, spell it backwards or forwards. It's the right way to clean, and don't forget, you can ask about their air duct cleaning, too.
I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on me. I'll be home for Christmas. If only in my dreams.
Let's face it, buying a vehicle should be straightforward and stress-free, and that's exactly how Two Rivers Ford has been doing business for decades. This locally owned dealership has a non-commissioned sales team whose only focus is to find you the right vehicle at the right price without the pressure. So you'll actually have a fun car buying experience. Great prices, easy financing, and a non-commissioned sales team. Two Rivers Ford, the South's most trusted Ford dealer.
Good afternoon. It's 5:02. I'm Joe Spadano live from the 104.5 The Zone Circus Sports Studios. The Tennessee Titans back on the practice field today as they continue to get ready to head on the road to Cleveland on Sunday. From practice, no Lloyd Cushenberry or Jalen Armour-Davis per the Titans injury report. Week 14 kicks off with Thursday Night Football tonight as the Lions host the Cowboys in Detroit. Kickoff at 7:15. You can catch Westwood One call of the game right here on the Zone starting at 7. Some college football coaching news in the last hour. Florida expected to hire Buster Faulkner as the school's next offensive coordinator, who was the current OC at Georgia Tech, and brings some SEC experience from stints at Georgia. Also, former Florida head coach Billy Napier has landed a job. He's headed to be the next head coach at James Madison University after signing a 5-year deal earlier today. Harvey Foundation repair waterproof needs you need to visit USSTN.com. Breaking news at once on your home for the Titans and Balls. This is 104.5 The Zone.
HL 104.5 The Zone. Brent Doherty with you on a very rainy evening in the Music City, at least in downtown. I know some of y'all are seeing snow. It's changing over to rain in some areas, and the precipitation is not moving out till early in the morning.
Early in the morning.
That was my failed attempt at a Snoop Dogg voice that I didn't think I would try until I was like halfway through it.
You here now, you
got moaning. Slay Dog is here, y'all.
I'm in the building. Why? And duh. Man, it's had a roof for quite some time.
We got some topics we need to get to this hour that have been floating around this week without your ability to jump on them.
Well,
jump up on them.
I'm here.
Update on Jared Curtis's stats from DP says 14 and 19, 205, 5 touchdowns, 78 yards rushing, another touchdown.
I ain't got no.
Take that man out the game.
Oh, he done. I think they took him on out.
Oh, they did?
Yep.
Are you watching
he
it?
scored. Nope. Somebody in the chat put they must have heard y'all 3HL.
Oh, okay.
Because he scored that, and then I guess they took him out.
Vandyman82 on YouTube. Everyone be safe out there. Weather is nasty. Have a good night, Mayor. Slays up.
Absolutely. Salute you. We need them Rice Krispies, Vandyman AD. You know, they say he makes the best Rice Krispies known to man.
Johnny Lee makes the best Rice Krispie treats.
I don't believe you. I think they're lying, Vanderman AD. How about that?
Where did we meet him? At
Twin Peaks.
Came to Twin Peaks.
Rivergate. That's right. Yeah, we have lots to get to. But I told you I was going to go to the phone, which I now can't. My phone is out.
Just give it a second. There, it's back.
Okay.
Where'd it go?
It does it. It resets sometimes.
I think it got scared of the weather.
Yeah, why would a phone reset?
I don't know.
A landline phone, not a cellular.
Does anyone have a landline phone in their house or apartment or condo now? Or
I don't know, but I want one with the long cord.
Like back when I was a kid.
Yeah, you just walk around.
Man, when I figured that out, we went to Target one day and I was like, wait, they have 100-foot cord?
You just roll around with it.
I was like, all right. This is a game changer. I took that phone into my bedroom and shut the door.
Yep. You ain't got to move. You ain't got to worry about nobody. Yep.
That was a mobile phone before there were mobile phones.
It was balling for it was balling.
Take that outside. Them little tricks we had to come up with. 615-737-1045. Mike in Old Hickory.
Hello.
Mike, you succeeded in having Babs not go after you yesterday. That was pretty
well,
good job.
Because she's left town. That's why. And so, Slay, I'm glad. Did you get through shock therapy since Saturday?
No, I'm cool, Mike. I'm all right, brother.
Yeah. So, are you a Vanderbilt fan yet?
Mike, that's like. That's like, okay, you know what? No, I'm not, Mike. I'm just,
okay. But let's talk serious.
I thought we were.
We're laughing about a lot of stuff, but Tennessee got stomped, bad, by a second-stringer team that you've been saying for decades shouldn't even be. Well, I'm not going to say that, because you didn't make the statement. But everybody believes that Vanderbilt should be Division II. So what I'm going to ask you,
Mike,
Slay,
you're putting something pretty
Mike,
serious in a lot of people's mouths, and we have never said
you
anything
said
like that.
decades. I only been on the radio for 5. I'm going into the 5th year.
Yeah, Mike, you said that, right?
Slay, I want to ask a serious question. Do you believe that NIL and portal transfer has screwed football, college football? Because right now we don't know who's going to play for where, what coach now is going to play for where, and that we have Tennessee getting stomped by Vanderbilt. I mean, stomped. I'm 72, and I never have seen a stomping of Tennessee like I saw with Pavin getting 400 yards.
Who got the yards?
Player. And so, look, Slay, let me ask you something.
You ain't even let me answer. You done asked me 3 questions, Mike. You ain't let me answer nothing yet.
Well, because you just can't keep following. It's just the fact that the SEC now.
Okay, Mike, let me answer the first question. The first question, while you get your thoughts together. The first question is.
I can't remember the question.
This is the one that stood out.
Okay.
Has the NIL and the transfer portal screwed college football? And I'm going to say no. I think what screwed college football more than anything, or college in general, is the NCAA being greedy, because all this could have been solved, and they knew it. They saw this coming before. If we saw it as fans and listeners and people that grew up on the game, if we saw it, they saw it, having the backroom conversations that they were able to have. So I think they screwed it more than anything. So that should answer that question. Do I think Vandy is Division II? I don't believe I've ever said that Vanderbilt is the Division II school. But if you want to put that on me, I will accept that, Mike. That's cool.
Mike has said that.
Yeah, I know it.
Mike said that last week.
I think he wanted me to join him. But okay, Mike, what's your other question?
Well, the other question is that next year's ratings are going to come out in January, whatever, college football. Do you think that Vanderbilt is a one-off team and they shouldn't even be ranked? Because you said it on this show, the highest they could ever be was 19. Or is Tennessee?
Hold on, Mike. When did I say the highest they could ever be is 19?
Earlier in the program. Go back to your tapes. You said Vanderbilt should never be ranked higher than 19. So where is
Mike? That is not true.
I don't know.
He never said that.
Mike, you in here spewing lies to all these people out here listening, dog, while they sitting in traffic. Don't do that, Mike. You asked, so I think you trying to ask me, where do I think they will be ranked coming into the preseason? Mike, I honestly don't know. And
above or below Tennessee?
Well, we have to wait and see what the portal looks like. Because Vanderbilt's losing a lot of players.
Portal and the transfers and the complete destruction of college football.
Mike, do you think Vanderbilt? Do you think this was a one-off for Vanderbilt, or do you think with Jerry Curtis? What?
College football now is a betting pool. It's a betting parlor. We have hundreds and hundreds of college teams now that are going to name, image, likeness, portals, and guess what? We can't count on anybody anymore.
Mike, I think you trying to put me in the portal.
There goes Mike. Exit stage
That was
left.
a good one, though, Mike, man. Mike, you just made up so much stuff, dog. That was, man, you got to be careful doing that,
Is
Mike.
it a lie, though, if he believes it to be true?
No, it's not.
Right?
Because with him, like he said, I said at the beginning.
Why 19? Why would you choose 19?
How'd I get that one?
I just thought it was
Why
funny.
not 18?
He said something that he clearly said last Wednesday when he called in, said, I always thought Vanderbilt was a D2 team. That is what Mike Vermol Hickory said last. Comes in today. So I can't believe you ever would say that Vanderbilt should be a D2 team. Why would you ever say that?
What I think he got.
Mike's fun.
I did say, listen, I can listen to Mike all day because he going to talk himself in circles. And that's funny to me. But I do think he heard when I was talking about Vanderbilt, I did say something about they would still be they would barely be top 20 I can't remember what we were talking about in the first segment, but it had nothing to do with preseason rankings or any of that stuff, Mike. I think you might got to go back and listen to that, Mike. It's a good thing you got the podcast and the chat.
Yeah, we've got more to do. Go back and look for that. Ryan, the tough dad says, I'm laughing my ass off in the truck right now.
Dude, I'm telling you, Mike really cold-blooded on the slick. He's just wild, but he's slick cold-blooded. I want this Mike wait on us to come on there and talk to himself.
Out of all the possibilities, like he's one of the callers where like when I look at his name on the phone, the range of what he might say is far and wide.
Yep. Is Mike a Vanderbilt fan?
He was against Tennessee. No, he said he was a Tennessee fan, but then he complained about the Tennessee fan base being arrogant. And then he said he used to think Vanderbilt should be in Division II. That's right.
I remember that. I do remember that. Like, how did he put that? He almost made me believe I said it. Like, I was like, damn. I'll take some shots.
Are you married to Mike?
Yeah, like, what the hell? Like, darn, Mike. Be easy, brother. Man.
Oh, man.
I'll tell you one thing. I don't want to never get pulled over with Mike. Ain't no telling what Mike going to get out and tell him I got in the car, man. No, this is a rental. I ain't did nothing, Mike. We just got this. What you talking about?
Like how about a road trip, like cross-country road trip?
Oh, my gosh. Hey, man.
What would be like, there would be like, 1,000 topics I'd do with him on a trip like that.
I wouldn't make it to Clarks for going with Mike before I jump out the car and just let it roll.
Oh, you're not pushing him out.
I'm getting out. Yeah, you got it. No, I'm going. I'm in this one.
Like planes, trains, and automobiles. That's exactly what it would be.
Yeah, I'm out of here, brother. And he just keep popping up.
You're Steve Martin.
Yeah.
Mark in East Tennessee. Mark, what up? Yo, Mark.
Mark, did you poop?
I don't know. Was he asleep?
I think it was a little baby snore.
Zeph, see if he's awake.
I think it was a snore, dog.
Zeph put him to sleep with that Alicia Keys song.
I knew you were going to do that, Zeph.
My bad, Mark.
Oh, Mark. Let's go to Morgan in Franklin. Has something about Mike from Old Hickory. Morgan, what up?
Hey, guys.
Yo.
I'm not usually in my car early enough after the work day to catch Mike's calls on a weekly basis, but I just wanted to let y'all know that was pretty wild, but that sounded like the most typical Vandy fan stuff I've ever heard.
Yeah, but he's not. That's the funny thing.
That's the wild part. He's not even a Vandy fan.
Well, I think to answer some of his own questions, I don't know that we can call it a one-off, but I don't know that there's enough evidence to show yet that any team that had a better year than they're used to having this year
can repeat that.
Going to be able to sustain it.
Yeah, the guts are there foundationally, which has not been the case for since I've been here in 1984. But yeah, you need the players. So that's what to answer his question about where will they be ranked and will they be ranked ahead of Tennessee. You've got to see what happens in the portal. You have to.
I agree. Well, thanks for taking the call, guys.
Hey, appreciate you, Morgan. Appreciate you, man.
On top of what Morgan is saying, too, like, you're asking a guy that has, 3+ years, maybe 4, with a guy like Eli Stowers, built up as far as chemistry goes. You know what I'm saying?
Pavia had run that offense for 4 years.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's asking a lot. You're asking for somebody else to come in and have that type of chemistry.
Yeah,
that's tough to do, man.
See, Holly, you put boys are off the rails today, and then Babs will see that and be like, "Uh-oh."
Oh, don't do that. Holly, don't do that to us, man.
Yeah.
She like to get on us.
Yeah, she's going to put us in a room. And
I think Mike from Old Hickory was off the rails today.
She'll get a ruler out, like back in the day. Bryant Crabtree said, I feel bad for Mike's wife. Our rookie said he done fell asleep because Mike talked too long.
Mike talked him to sleep. Come on, Mike, don't do the people.
Jonathan Brown said, my anxiety is all over the place thanks to Mike. Big Savage, Ramon Foster next, 3HL. I want to tell you about United Structural Systems. They are a foundation repair and waterproofing company that has served the Middle Tennessee area since 1994. If you have foundation repair issues or questions, let them know, USSTN.com. Or if you have waterproofing issues or questions. Certainly raining a lot right now. They are your guys, USSTN.com. Maybe you have standing water in your crawl space, cracks in your basement flooring, hardwood floors cupping. Your house may be trying to tell you something. Putting off a moisture issue in your home is bad for your health and could lead to more expensive repairs down the road. When it comes to large home repairs, a lot of times homeowners pretend you don't want to see the warning signs. Maybe you're afraid of what you're going to hear. Especially true with waterproofing and foundation repair. It could be something big that needs to be fixed. Could be a small problem now that will become bigger, or it could be nothing. Bottom line is you don't know what you don't know, and you certainly don't want to be sold something that you do not need. You need peace of mind. United Structural Systems is the company to give that. Over 30,000 100% satisfied residential customers, and they can help you out. Homeowners trust USS, keeping homes dry and stable. We guarantee our best. Call USS 615-488-7855. USS, serving Middle Tennessee, Southern Kentucky, and Western Kentucky. Online, USSTN.com. 3HL 1045 The Zone. Brett Doherty, Ron Slay with you.
Yes.
Man, it's nasty out there.
Man, very. And that's a good song to bounce back with, Zell. There you go. Get everybody. That Mark ought to be up. You want to take his call now, Zell?
No,
since you woke him up. All right, go.
Mark dropped out. I think he was like baby snoring.
No, he was.
Yeah.
Zell put him to sleep. Him and Mike.
Yeah.
Combo of Zell's music and Mike talking.
Mark Howard used to fall asleep during the morning show.
Did he?
Back in the day, yeah.
Knoxville Mark Howard?
No, right here in Nashville. Mark Howard.
It was Mark Howard here, yo.
R.I.P. Mark. Miss him. But yeah, that happened multiple times. And then they had John McClain on one time, and he was on the phone and fell asleep. On the phone. And there's not a lot you can do about that.
Yeah, you just got to go on down.
Say hello.
Yeah.
No, I'm out.
And then we were supposed to call Tony Allen one time. I've told this story recently, but he was he was like, I'm going to be at my mama's house or grandma's house. I forget. So he gave us like a different number.
That was a good one.
And so we called. And she's like, she answered. I forget who was producing. JT was producing. So his mom or grandma answered, and she goes, well, he's asleep. I can go wake him up. And JT was like, in a spot as a producer, like he's supposed to be on the show, but JT's like, in his head, like, do I tell her to wake him up or let him sleep?
No, get him up.
So she went in there and woke him up.
That's smart.
And then we put him through. Man, he was dead tired. He's like, man, I was sleeping good.
Yo, sometimes you got to get them Z's in, yo. Nothing like them Z's.
Big Savage Ramon Foster joins us. Ramon and Will, weekday mornings from 6 to 10 on 104.5 The Zone. Ramon, you ever fall asleep on the morning show?
Man, never. I don't see how anybody can fall asleep on a job like that. That's insane to me.
Mark had a tremendous and varied skill set.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there are some people that just have that gift. I'm not a napper type person that just falls asleep like that. My wife, on the other hand, she'll fall asleep, man, just ride to the store with me, okay?
Your brother will fall asleep pretty quick.
He sure will. He'll go down.
Yeah.
Ain't got no problem going on now.
Yeah, that's a fascinating approach. And you said John McClain also fell asleep on the phone like that?
Yeah. He was on the show, but he was on the phone, so they really couldn't wake him up. It's not like you can just scream at a guy.
Golly, yeah, that's pretty wild right there.
Savage, I got a question for you real quick, though, before we get going, because you sound like energized, you back, like you know what I mean? The energy is there. I'm hearing it in your voice. Did my dog get taken care of?
I did, man. Major shout out to medical house calls, man. They came by the house, gave me an IV cocktail, man. And listen, it helped bounce me back in a way that I'm just like, okay, yeah, we up. We up. Listen, it's that time of the year where I've been hearing y'all say all show long it's rainy and wet and nasty outside. Well, germs come with that because you stay in the house a little bit long. So get yourself taken care of. Listen, I don't care if you're on Broadway and you just need an IV bag to get right because you're a little dehydrated, I mean. Call medicalhousecalls.com, Savage. I'm talking about got me together quickly.
Yeah. I'm telling you, IV cocktail, the best way I can describe it to people, it makes you feel like a superhero.
Yes, it does.
Dude, man.
Preach, Brent.
Yeah, I know. Hey, I know what's
you
up.
You called him man Brent.
Damn. I did call him Brent.
Who's Brent?
I don't know.
It's been a while. It's been a while, man.
He said that before you came on, too.
I felt like I hadn't talked to you in a while.
It has. We didn't work last week on Thursday, so that's all that was. That's on me, Mayor. Golly, that's almost like calling you by your government name, which I did.
Which you did.
Well, my real first name is Edward, so
that's very true.
You can go even deeper.
Eddie.
Edward? Did they call you Eddie?
No, nobody ever called me that.
Oh, you went with the cooler name, Brent. Okay, I got it.
I've been Brent as long as I can tell. But like, you think my life would have been different had I been Eddie Doherty?
I'd have just wanted to call you Eddie Monster for a little while.
Got to, yeah.
Hey, let me start with this, Big Savage. And hang on. Bright Crabtree writes, Martin Howard knew more obscure sports facts than anyone. That is definitely true. Let me start with this. I saw Ben Roethlisberger on his podcast talking about maybe it is time for Mike Tomlin to go. What do you think about that whole situation?
Man, I do think that I've been saying the same thing because I do believe this. I do think that song is kind of playing out a little bit. I think they've been dancing in the same spot on the floor for such a long time that it's time to replace the floors. What I'm saying is this: sometimes you just got to end it, man.
And best for both parties, right?
if for both parties.
Yeah.
I don't think there'll be any, just stank on either one of theirs breakup, because with how everything somewhat unfolded, everybody's at fault, right? Like, you didn't draft the right quarterback whenever Ben was leaving out. You go with Kenny Pickett, that doesn't work out. Then you go get Russ and Justin Fields, and then those guys win just enough to where you're not able to go get a top caliber quarterback. You got some aging guys on the team too right now that you probably could have let go of a year or two beforehand, because that's been the history of the Steelers for the most part is, hey, we'll get rid of you before it gets too bad. Happened with, I'm not putting myself in the same conversation as Troy Polamalu's legacy, but Troy, they did the same thing to Troy, Ryan Clark, Ike Taylor, James Ferrier. They found our replacements before we got too long in the tooth, and I think there's just a good mesh and blend of that. It to me is time, and I don't think that's a bad thing. Sometimes you just got to cut bait and rejuvenate yourself, kind of the way Andy Reid got up out of Philadelphia. You know what I'm saying? Like, some people just need a change of scenery. Sean Payton's situation with the New Orleans Saints, same type of situation. I think a lot of people they'll walk to Pittsburgh just to bring Coach Tomlin back in a limousine, is what I'm saying, if he's available. Because the thing is, he's a real good coach. It's just that sometimes you got to remove yourself and just kind of revamp the process of how you got to that point that you are right now of being not losing, And a lot of teams will take not losing also. So it's just a tricky situation. But I do agree with Ben. I don't think he should go to college. Coach Tomlin's always professed college ain't for him, and there's nothing that anybody can do to make him come down to that level. I thought that was just, throwing something at the wall almost. But legitimately, he's an NFL coach, and I think teams will push their guy to the side just to see if he'll take their job if given the opportunity.
I saw somebody today say, what if he took the Penn State job? He'd win a national title there. I was like, man, I never thought about that, but
Look at, it's the recruiting, Mayor. But he don't have to deal with parents. He's got a guy that's hired, in the Steelers facility to deal with parents. If he don't like what a player is doing, he'll just fine him. I'm not sure if coaches can legitimately fine a guy, or I'll just cut you.
Maybe you can find him now.
I seriously doubt it.
Oh, I know. I know.
College coaches got this issue, though. The guys that they have as starters or high-rated, players, they're paid for to play early. But the thing is, those kids and young men, young athletes, man, sometimes they're just not ready. At least in the NFL, you can find a substitute, for a guy that you want to just bench. It can be – you have easier answers in the NFL because the maturity factor's there, too.
Yeah.
Big Savage, Ramon Foster with us on 3HL.
Savage, man, walking into this matchup with Titans and Cleveland, this situation, like what are you looking to grab out of this game? What is something that, like, me as a viewer needs to watch for outside of the maniac that is known as 95, built like a superhero? Like,
maniac.
Like that dude, dumb man. Like, how special is that what he's doing, Savage? Right now, I think, what did you say, Yorlis? In 12 games, he got
15 sacks in his last 6 games.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
What we doing,
So
Savage?
I'll go with what the team should do first,
Okay.
man, is compete and try to beat a bad team.
Yeah.
I think that's huge right there, to see how they going to compete against a team, man, that's just as bad as they are and got the same issues as they do. I missed my turn piece. I did. Okay, either way. Listen, man, rain and how dark it is, lack of street lights, man.
I already know it.
But it's can you beat a bad team? It's that for me, man, and having an identity of competing and putting some good on tape. Cleveland Browns, they're well below 500 also. And when you look at, how both teams have lost, the impact and lack of players that either one of them have, too, there's a lot that kind of goes into saying, look, just do this right for a little while, and then we'll figure out what the method and process is. I look at Cam versus Shador.
Right.
I look at, and they're not playing against one another. Coach Mack, reminded me of that this morning.
Right.
But the idea, Savage, that there's a power forward on the other team that you want to go show who's the head honcho. This happens all the time with, top-rated chip on his shoulder when he went to go play Peyton. Right. I know those types of things right there happen. And the same thing goes for Jeff. What version of Jeff do you get? How do the Cleveland Browns stop him? So there's a lot, man, that kind of goes into these types of matchups, not getting just beat down when you shouldn't honestly get beat down in those moments. Now, to the NFL Defensive Player of the Year, Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
Savage, buckle up.
Yeah.
I mean,
how did you guys prepare for him?
He was still young-ish at the time.
Yeah.
But you saw the bend. You saw him have a drive. Like, now he's perfected his technique. Now he's perfected his ability to figure out what motor, what switches he's going to hit. And now, like, if y'all want to see an immaculate, beautiful play from an offensive lineman and defensive lineman's perspective, even though this Hall of Famer got beat, go look at his rep and what he got the sack off of Trent Williams last week. Trent did perfect. He had a chip coming. He set inside out. There was just a sliver of air in which he did a Euro step, basically, to cut inside of I'm talking about Trent Williams is a bona fide walking jacket.
Yeah.
Walking gold jacket.
Yeah.
And he beat him. If Trent can't stop him, man, Dan Moore, I mess with you the tough way.
You know, it's funny. Cosell mentioned that sack. He was like, Trent Williams had help, and he's Trent Williams.
Yeah.
And he said the same thing. He's in the Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Trent Williams is a bona fide first ballot Hall of Famer. But he to me is where he's matched talent, God-given attributes, hard work, and a motor and seeking greatness all together in one body.
Yeah.
I try to give you an answer. The answer I'd say is get rid of the ball quick, but that really wrecks your game plan.
Yeah.
Right?
And
You can't run
Cam's
an
not known
offense.
for that either.
Yeah, no, you can't run an offense where you say we're going to get rid of the ball real fast. That's not a part of the equation, man, when it comes down to it. And at some point, the Titans, if they are competing and trying to win the game, then you're going to want them to have a 5-step drop back, play action plays. Well, the boogeyman is right there waiting on you whenever you turn the corner. So stay ahead of the chains is the best advice I have for the Titans offense and the Titans offensive line this upcoming weekend, because at the rate that he's going, he knows the record is right there.
Yeah.
He knows that guys fear him now also, and he's earned that respect. Like, what more do you want him? He should be at this point of the way for Drake May in the MVP conversation.
In 2018, y'all did a really good job against him. He only had 3 sacks in the 2 games.
Did what?
In 2018.
We did what to him?
You did a great job with him. He only had 3 sacks in those 2 games.
Listen, here's the thing. That's way too many sacks, Brent. 3 sacks in 2 games?
I'm talking about what this dude's doing right now.
Oh, I mean, jeez Louise, that's kicking ass, man. What I'm getting at is this.
I was trying to give you props.
Yeah, no, don't give me props when I don't deserve it, man. Yeah, no, but again, he has the ability of making I was about to say Division I world-class athletes look like child's play out there.
Yeah.
It's a bring your lunch pail. It's a scheme them up if you can type of, but you just really say to yourself, like, just stay ahead of the chains. Don't get too cute. If you got to get rid of the football, get rid of the football. Cam, if this demon is, there's no need for you to just try to squeeze out the extra play and extra yards and think you're gonna juke Myles Garrett. That ain't the weekend for it, man. That's how I feel about this. And I didn't feel this way about him in 2018 at all, okay? But this man understands football now more so than I think anybody else that's playing that position. I don't know if there's anybody close to him.
Why are you always talking about old stuff?
So that's what I was going to hit you. When this is when I knew it went too far. Well, I think it was last year or the year before last when the man stood up in a professional football game
2 years ago.
2 years ago and started dribbling a basketball that was not there. Like other grown men that get paid on a professional stage, all games televised, this man stood up in the midst of them calling they play and started acting like he was dribbling a ball in a football game, dog.
Yeah.
That's too far, man.
Hey, hear me out. Yeah. You do what you want when you pop in.
You ain't lying, man. Gosh.
Okay? if that man want to get up there and tap dance before the ball is snapped,
well, that'd be
he can do that. Okay, if that man want to get up there and point and give the middle finger to somebody, to the cameras before, and smile at it, he can do that, okay? Who's going to stop him at this point? He's above the board and everything that he's doing on and off the field.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk about recruiting real quick on the way out. National Signing Day yesterday, and there are so many services that you can kind of pick the one that you want to focus in on. So I'll do that. 24/7 Sports Rankings, not the composite, but the 24/7 Sports Rankings have Tennessee number 3 in America, number 1 in the SEC. A couple of questions. What do you think about the job Josh Heupel did with this class? By far his best. No, not even close. And also, what was your signing day memory?
Man, first and foremost, Josh Heupel, just short, shocking. I didn't see this class coming together like this. All but one, I think Zeph Tola signed, and that was the Celeste kid out of Utah, because I think his dad played at Utah also.
Yeah.
The amount of defensive players that he went after, that's crucial. I know some of them is going to be developmental guys, meaning they're going to have to add weight and, have an understanding for the physicality side of the game. He checked a lot of boxes when it came down to that class. This is how you compete this is how you recruit when you know you got to go compete. That, to me, signified a lot about him having an understanding that last year wasn't enough. And I hope they're not super young, but it also did this too. It showed where their focus probably is going to be in the portal. It's probably going to be D tackles and maybe safety, because what's his name? Wyatt, I think, out of from Oakland, the big safety. He might be a day one starter though, because he's a big. That's where I kind of see him laying out a plan for the offseason. My signing day, man, was awesome. Every bit about it. We had to get to the school super early because they wanted the faxes. Yes, the faxes to be sent in super early. I think I had to get to school at about like 6:30. The camera crews was there. My mom's stepdad was there, man. It was just a nice cherry on top, because I saw my brother Renardo do it when he signed to Louisville on signing day, and I always said, I'm going to do this too. And I was super proud, man, to be going to UT. I think it was the first UT athlete that had come through Ripley High School. I think I was the biggest offer to come out that year too, man. I capped off an All-State. I won Mr. Football that year. I had a hell of a senior year. I'm going to be real with y'all.
Sorry, though. That's why I hated it.
By the way, Mayor, we tied, and then we beat the crap out of Cleveland later in the year too, just so you know. So I wasn't going to let that slide. And that game that we tied in 2018, that was the year I also hyperextended my knee and made it back for that game, man. And Charlie Batch was starting in that game, and we still just tied them in opening week. Yeah, I couldn't let that one go. Also, that week, too, was my introduction against the Kansas City Chiefs to the legend that he's become, Patrick Mahomes. That 2018 was the year.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Good stuff, Big Savage. By the way, when you said he's a big, and then your phone like broke up, it was almost like you were bleeping yourself.
Sometimes you got to.
Manual bleeps. I love it, Savage. Have a great night, brother, and don't miss your turn, man.
I did. I'm here now at the school, man. Basketball. We go inside, Savage. Oh, by the way, man, get your ladies all together, Savage.
Man, they trying to handle business, Savage.
Noodle and how they playing. They did handle business.
Yeah, they held them off. They got to get off the West Coast, man. They don't belong out there.
They got to get off the West Coast.
Yeah, get on back out here where you belong, man. There's too much foolishness out there.
Eastern.
Yeah, man. Yeah, they got to get along out there.
Have you ever seen anybody with a skill set like Tylasia still in the basketball?
No, she got it, man. Like that's one of them Myles Garrett type things. Like when you feel like you're above where you're supposed to be playing, you just got it. You just do what you want.
Okay.
That's all. That's
and
all
she just be lethargic out there because it comes so easy.
Yep. You pick up those kind of habits. I was able to do that for 1 year, and I don't know what happened to it in the summer. I did it all year long though, like playing behind the guy in the post and baiting the guy from the wing to pass it to him. I would steal it every single time.
Slide around the side?
Yeah, slide right around him, and I don't know why I couldn't do it more than 1 year. I don't know what happened, dog, but yeah.
She got it, man. Golly, she cold. But they got a nice squad, though. You're right. Just cohesion, same with the men's team.
That's all it is.
Man.
I like where you at with it, Savage. You motivated, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Love that.
Accountability.
Hey, man, I'll let y'all.
All right. Later, Ramon. Ramon Foster. He called me Brent, so I'm going to call him Ramon.
Yeah, that was wild.
They did look a little disheveled last night. Like Kim Caldwell had her hair down.
Yeah.
Like I didn't even
They got to
recognize
get out of
her.
here. I'm telling you, they've been out there too long.
That's weird.
Play UCLA out there.
Got
You mean,
smoked.
yeah, you got to get on out there. Come on back home. We ready for y'all. That's silly little schedule.
3HL bingo card coming up next. Also, a parlay.
That's
Thursday
right.
night
It's
football
back.
tonight.
Come on, man.
Cowboys at Lions.
Time to
3HL
get 'em.
104.5 The Zone. You need workspace, maybe short-term, long-term, whatever you're looking for. Maybe you need some meeting space. You've got colleagues spread out that need a centralized location. eSpaces has you covered. 15 locations in Middle Tennessee. 2 new locations. You can find them eSpaces.com. The 2 new locations, one in Cool Springs at Corporate Center, one in Brentwood at City Park. eSpaces is redefining co-working with exceptional offices for every business model. Designed for entrepreneurs, teams, and established professionals, featuring private offices, team suites, meeting rooms that are fully equipped, 24/7 access, flexible terms, beautiful professional spaces that are move-in ready. Whether you're scaling up or just getting started, eSpaces provides flexibility without compromise. Want to check them out? You can. Tours available now. eSpaces.com. Reserve your space early. eSpaces.com. That's eSpaces.com. 3HL 104.5 The Zone Thursday edition. Appreciate you being with us. Coming up tomorrow. Me, Slay Dog, Zeph, Kirby, Alan Kirby. Bob will probably be there. He's known to be there. We'll be at Logo Brands warehouse sale in Spring Hill at the new warehouse. They're kicking off their warehouse sale Friday and Saturday at the new Spring Hill warehouse. Save 50% or more on officially licensed products for hundreds of teams. Drinkware, blankets, bags, tailgate gear for every fan. Doors open at 9. Get there early for the best selection. It's the best place for Christmas gifts for sports fans. All the details at logobrands.com. We will be there from 3 until 6.
That's tomorrow, right?
Tomorrow.
Can I give a shout out real quick?
Yes, sir.
Bob Mater in the chat said...
Is he related to Toe Mater?
Probably so.
Do you think I've seen that movie?
No. You should. That's excellent. All of them. Slay said if Pavia hadn't been out there with the bullhorn, Vandy wouldn't have been ranked higher than 19th. That you are exactly right.
Is that what you said?
That is exactly what I said. I didn't say with a bullhorn, but I said if he wasn't out as boisterous as he was and, you know what I mean, putting that highlight, that spotlight on Vandy, they probably just would have cruised right along doing the work like they have done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And probably wouldn't have been ranked as high as 19 right now. So, boom. That's it. That's what I said.
Good job, Tom
Mike
Mater.
and Old Hickory. Thank you, man. Man, good job, dog. Why the hell would I say they would? You see, people crazy. People just want to hear what they want to hear. Let me get to the parsley in a minute, yo. We're going to pull it up. What's wrong, Mike?
3HL bingo card featuring Mike from Old Hickory.
See, he keeps here again.
You said Vanderbilt would never be ranked higher than 19th. So that previous discussion went right into that.
Wrong, Mike.
You said Vandy is a Division II program.
Yes, it does. No,
Which is funny because that's something Mike said last week.
Bob, can you pull that one up? Did I say that one? Division II.
Slay, are you done with shock therapy?
Therapy?
Coming off the Tennessee Vandy game.
That was Mike. It's all Mike all over this.
All Mike all the time.
Come on, Mike.
Hey, when you make the bingo card, you make the bingo card. I can't control that.
No, you can't.
In Slay's events, I told him before Mike went on, I was like, hey, Mike's, I was at Mike from Old Hickory's coming after you today.
See, I never know what that means.
Sure he did.
He did. Also, I do control the bingo card.
Oh, Amon Ross St. Brown is active tonight.
Oh, he is?
Yeah.
That was a question.
I would have put him on a parlay, but I'm glad I didn't. I don't know how long you're going to make it. He hadn't practiced none this week after the ankle injury versus the Packers on Thanksgiving Day.
I think I need Tommy John surgery. What just happened to my arm? And it's my left arm, and I'm right-handed.
Come on, dog.
It hurts like hell to do that.
You about to be down. You don't want to be down.
I really thought you'd say, well, why are you doing that?
You doing a Florida State chop?
No, I'm breaking off curveballs.
Okay.
Man, it hurts, though.
Why are you breaking them, though?
You break them off.
That's what you do with curveballs.
Yeah, break them off. That's not what you did.
Yeah, no.
No, mine didn't. Mine
What did the
right
guy
there.
say when the ball got hit?
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Get out of here, ball.
We have video of Zeph giving up a moonball home run. Actually, it was not a moonball. It was a jet stream home run. That ball left the field so fast you could barely even see the ball.
I loved it. That was excellent by Zeph.
Man, if that ball would have hit you, you would have been like the bird that Randy Johnson hit.
Yeah.
Just feathers everywhere. By the way, when I said that, you would have made a great 90s person with all the flannel and hoodies and beanie caps and all that stuff. Somebody, a friend of mine wrote me and said, that's how they dress in Canada.
He ain't wrong. It's true. Hey, it's true colors shine through. Canadian colors. Just go get to it, huh?
Show me my money. Bring me my money. That's it. So, Slay, I went to the Preds game the other night.
Mm-hmm.
When we left, they were up 5-0. Worst team in hockey. They were up 5-0. It was a great time. We had a great time. When I got there, they were playing they were singing the Canadian anthem. Yeah. Shout out to Zeph.
Yeah, you should record it.
I said it like out loud. Shout out Zeph.
That's real.
Yeah.
Yeah, you should have recorded and sent it to him and asked him, are you standing for this? Are you sitting for this?
What you got in the parlay tonight?
I have CeeDee Lamb 70-plus yards receiving, CeeDee Lamb 6-plus receptions, George Pickens over 5.5 receptions. Dak Prescott over 250 yards passing. George Pickens, 60-plus yards receiving. You got to throw somebody from the Lions in there. Jahmyr Gibbs, 40-plus yards receiving. I would have changed that if I would have known Amon St. Brown is going to be playing. I would have took him yards down a little bit. But, hey, I'm cool with it. I think this is going to do what it got to do, baby. And we're going to roll. Shout out to Ray Charles.
Did you go with I was doing multiple things.
Dallas been on the heater.
Cowboys team total?
Yes, I did that one too. So I went with over 20. They got it set at over 26.5.
Yeah.
Yep.
Todd thinks they're going to score at least 30 tonight.
I was trying to find a way to take it up, but I couldn't.
You can't.
Yeah.
You can't do a team total.
Yeah, that's foolishness. I should be able to do what I want to do on here. My app.
I mean, we're going to create our own casino.
That's
right?
all I'm saying.
Mayor and Slay?
Yeah, we might as well
By the
start
river?
now. We start right now. It never closes either.
Cigars, bourbon.
Yeah.
And football games.
And craps.
And basketball.
And
craps?
Blackjack for Babs.
I like blackjack too.
See? Everybody loves blackjack.
You like craps?
I like craps. I just ain't played them.
Is it craps or crabs?
No, it's craps.
Oh.
With a P, or.
Oh, yeah, you crapped out. Yeah. That's right. That's a good way to end the show.
That's
All right, Friday, it's bring in the noise. Appreciate you guys, including us in your day and in your lives. We do not take that for granted, nor do we take that lightly. Hopefully, at some point, we were able to put a smile on your face. Love y'all. Have a great night. Good night. God bless.
See ya.
Wouldn't want to be unless you was getting a shout out to everybody that need to be careful tonight, y'all. Be very, very careful. Shout out to all the mailmen up in the Northeast. They got to get out and walk to the mailboxes.
At Belmont Boulevard.
Belmont Boulevard.